That's where you.
Well, he just got a violation from community guidelines, so we're going to go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
26.
Are you voting for Trump?
No, I don't vote.
All right. All right, if you're MAGA, you can type in the comment section and I might bring you up. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Let's keep it going. Keep it going. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Are you voting Trump?
Yep.
Why so?
Cause I fucking hate niggers. Nigger. Kill yourself.
That person, I hope you lose all job prospects in the future. All right, let's get to the next individual. Everyone, only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. All right. So childish. All right, let's go to the next individual. Everyone, only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. Comment in the comment. Tap the screen. It will help people. I do appreciate everyone who does that. Let's get on to the next individual real quick. All right, it's not accepting this individual as well, so let me try the next. By the way, everyone, we've been dealing with like terrible following glitches on this account, so it's likely to be like that today. Very unfortunate, but it seems like we can get enough people in here. Bruce, yo, what's up? How old are you?
28.
Are you voting Trump?
I am voting Jill Stein.
Okay, cool.
I was wondering.
Good job. She has no chance at winning. Preferable candidate, but obviously has no chance to win. So it takes away the chance for us to beat Donald Trump. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, that person's in the car for sure. Let's get this next individual, y'all. You have static on your mic? I think it's the mixer at this point. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello, hey, what's up, man?
Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. I'm 40, by the way.
Thank you for the confetti. Why are you voting for Trump?
It's simple. It's basically, I just agree with him more than I do with Joe Biden.
What do you?
And everybody's going to vote for what benefits them the most.
Okay. So, what are you gonna? What do you agree with them on?
Just his beliefs, you know what I mean? So I don't want to get too technical.
Like what?
I don't want to get reported on here. You know what I mean?
What beliefs?
So just his beliefs. The LGBTQ and the transgender and all that stuff. You know, that's
what does he think about that?
Well, I don't know what he thinks about it, right?
So then, how can you agree with him on with something that you have no clue what he agrees upon? So I'm asking you, what particularly do you agree with him on?
You're very smart. I just feel that it benefits my life, and just like whoever votes for Joe Biden is voting because it's going to be more beneficial for them. I'm just.
How is it going to be more beneficial for you?
Their life is probably better. Or how it's more beneficial for me? And I know you're going to say, well, it doesn't matter if it's Joe Biden with the price of groceries, but I think it does matter.
How so? What did he do?
Well, price of groceries are more expensive now than they were, 3-4 years ago.
That doesn't mean he caused it, right? For example, under Trump's administration, there was 14.8% unemployment, the most since the Great Depression. Now, was that caused by him?
I don't know if it was caused by him.
Well, it was actually COVID, right? So we can identify outside causes. There's been global inflation. There's inflation in Europe. There was inflation in Asia. There was inflation in Africa. There was inflation in South America. Everywhere around the world.
You're right. You're right about that. I just feel the grocery prices were less expensive, 3-4 years ago.
How did Biden cause global inflation?
And cost of homes too.
Yeah, again, nothing to do with him.
Yeah, so you don't think the cost of, not the cost of homes, but maybe the interest rates will come down? And I know it's like, well, there's inflation. There's inflation because, the interest rates went up because there's inflation. So you raise the interest rates up to deflate the inflation, correct? Or am I wrong about that?
To lessen inflation. Yeah, that's what the Federal Reserve does. They influence the increase in the interest rate to decrease the demand in the economy.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you're right about that. I understand. You're a very, very intelligent young man. I just feel my life was better when President Trump was the president. And it all depends on the person too. So like say
Yeah,
Joe
but like,
Biden
what
gets
did he do to
elected.
cause that? Because like again,
Right. Okay.
that's not a good enough reason to indicate that it was specifically caused by him. That's just associated with it. Again, that's a correlation causation fallacy. That's like saying I'm better off in the summer now than I was in the winter. Therefore, right, the summer is like more advantageous towards like making money or something. I guess that's kind of like a bad example, I guess, in a certain sense, because I
No,
could have said I
very
should say winter instead of summer. That'd be
yeah. No,
better.
you're very intelligent. And at the end of the day, someone's going to vote whoever they want to vote for. It doesn't matter if like Joe Biden gets reelected, right? So it depends on myself. If I wake up, if I go to work, if I make money, if I make the right decisions, my life is going to be better. A lot of people want to place the blame on other people or who's the president whenever the blame should be on the person. You know what I mean?
On for what?
For how their life is going in general.
I don't think so. I think that there are places within points in our economy that need to be stabilized, and that's for everyone. Obviously, there are people that fall through the cracks. We don't want a system that allows for that. So partially, it's not on the fault of the individual. It's the fault of the overall system that we have the ability to be able to take care of them that we choose not to.
But not fault on the actual individual.
I think that there could be some fault on an individual, but I don't think that the entire answer is all fault on this individual.
Yeah, but
I think it's a systemic issue.
yeah, the system, right? But I think it still falls back on the individual if they're willing to work hard, have a plan, and go out there and
You can
become
still
someone.
have that while also having a baseline where everyone's taken care of.
Do you want everybody to be taken care of?
Yes.
So like more like a socialism?
Appreciate that mustache. Thank you so much. It's
More
not
like
socialism. It's called social democracy, which is still capitalism. Actually, the Nordic countries, they have freer markets than we have here in the United States. Based on the Economic Freedom Index, they have freer markets, right? They have more human freedom as well. They rank better on the Human Freedom Index comparative to the United States. So they have more freedom. They actually have more social mobility as well, right? But they also have social safety nets to ensure people have access to health care, housing, education, childcare, paid paternity, maternity leave.
Yeah, no, you're very intelligent, man. I'll give you that.
Ian, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it, Ian. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very intelligent. At the end of the day, it also counts on how good you can debate and conversate, and you're really good at that. You know what I mean? I applaud you for that. So yeah, you bring up really valid points. I need to do research. I'm still not swaying my decision to vote for Biden just because I think, just my personal preference, I think Donald Trump is better for the country. And you're going to say, well, how so? And I just think he's better because it was whenever he was president. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but again, that's a correlation causation fallacy. So I think that you should look into this and you should try to find the reason why he made it better. And if you can't find the reason why he made it better, well, then obviously it seems like you don't have good enough reason to say that.
Cool, man. I appreciate you taking me on live, bro. You have a good one.
Appreciate you. All right, all right. Crimmy, thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. Can we get some W's for Crimmy in the comment section right now? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right. Let's get this next individual up here. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 22.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Why so?
Because I feel like he's trying to make
Wait, what's your
America-
birth year? And Tiff, thank you for the $3.
My birth year is 2002.
Okay, go ahead.
I feel like he's trying to make America great again because this is in my opinion. He hasn't caused a war. Like, he's the first president who hasn't caused a war.
He did. The
So I feel-
Turkish-Kurdish war that he pulled out of troops of Kurdistan, which were protecting people, and that led to the Turkish-Kurdish war.
Oh. Well, I feel like he's just trying to, help America again. And I just don't know. You have to ask me. I don't know what else to say. You have to ask me more questions.
Okay. Can you name one policy that Joe Biden's influence to get passed that you disagree with?
I don't really know because I don't really watch Joe Biden. I don't really watch what Joe Biden does.
Okay, here, I'll ask you this. Do you care about abortion?
It really depends. It depends if they were like sexually assaulted or
So you think elective abortion should be illegal?
kind of.
Kind of? What do you mean by kind of?
It really depends if like they were sexually assaulted and got pregnant.
No, like I'm
Or-
giving you an example where they weren't, right? It was consensual sex. Do you think that they should be forced to go through that pregnancy?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So it should be legal for them to get access to an abortion?
Yeah.
federally?
If like they're not ready.
Okay, yeah. So like Trump put multiple people in the Supreme Court with the explicit reason of overturning Roe versus Wade that got rid of these federal protections and removed women's access to choose in plenty of states because it left it up to the states.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's no federal protection for rape victims. There are rape victims that are forced to go through the pregnancies within their particular respective states because of that, right? And they'll also try to go to different places, but then some states are instituting these laws where they're like trying to fine them if they go to like a different state and even prosecute them.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so that's what Republicans are doing as it relates to that. Do you care about climate change? Like, do you think humans
Yeah.
cause climate change? Well, Trump doesn't believe in it. He thinks that the Earth is going to cool and that scientists just don't know it yet. So he completely denies science and is totally delusional on that. If you care about our future, how is Trump going to help us with that?
That is a great question.
Okay. Well, do you think that like would you vote for someone that's been held legally responsible by like a jury unanimously in terms of their decision for sexual abuse? Would you vote for them still?
It really depends of what they do.
Sexual abuse,
Oh,
like
no.
forceful penetration against someone's will. No, you
No.
wouldn't. You wouldn't vote for them. Well, Trump's been held legally responsible by a jury unanimously for that exact thing. Appreciate the invite. Thank you so much. So you won't vote for him, right?
Well, I don't really know. I still have to look into it because the voting is like in a few months. So,
Yep. Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's get on to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. All right. Let's get this next individual up here.
Howdy, howdy. How we doing?
What's good, man?
Good afternoon.
Your band was fun.
TikTok, dude. Sucks.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Nigga, 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 nigga,
What is wrong with you?
nigga, 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 nigga.
All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up, how old
About
are you?
damn time. 23.
Are you voting for
driving?
Trump?
I'm not driving.
Are you voting Trump? Blaine, thank you
Yes,
so much for the
yes, I
dollar.
am.
LeBron.
I am. Yes, I am.
Why so?
Because why not? I got
I mean, there's a
questions
lot
for y'all.
of there's a
too.
lot of good reasons not to vote for
I got
Trump.
question.
One of
I
like
got
the
questions for
biggest
y'all too.
reasons. One of the
Can you shut the fuck up and let me talk?
you asked why you shouldn't vote for Trump. I was just gonna tell you some reasons.
I'm just trying to tell you something.
All right, bro.
Okay, what are you trying to tell us?
What are you gonna do November 5th when Donald J. Trump is the president? What are you gonna do?
If that happens,
What are you gonna do? I want to know because nobody asked you that question.
I'm gonna do a
I wanna know.
live, giving my thoughts,
gonna do a live,
talking about it,
And you're gonna cry
debate
like a little
people.
bitch. And
Hey
you're
man,
gonna cry
do you
like a
mind
little
like
bitch.
calming down so we could try to engage in like,
Maddie,
some good
Maddie,
conversation here?
how are you gonna feel
Okay.
when Trump loses
It ain't Maddie
November 5th?
dumbass's slogan. It's we have a joint account, you dumbass.
Hey, why are you so upset?
Do
man?
what?
Why are you so upset?
Why am I upset?
Yeah, you're like irrationally angry. Why so?
Because I'm just telling you how I feel.
Okay.
We can literally hear you driving, bro. Are
I'm
you the
not
one driving?
You
Okay.
dumbass.
Okay, so
I'm not driving.
can the person driving say hi real quick?
I'm not driving. Do you not understand that?
Dia, thank you for the $3. Thank you so
I
much.
think you're lying.
I think you're lying. I can literally hear it.
Okay, I'm driving a damn tractor. Is that a big deal?
It's not
Okay,
a
so
tractor.
I'm not driving, but I am driving.
And by the way, he wasn't driving a tractor. Just
Yeah, I can clearly tell. Like, I didn't know tractors had blinkers, man.
yeah, that was a passenger vehicle.
What a liar, bro. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
41.
Are you voting Trump?
Yeah.
Why so?
Through my experience, I guess, in terms of, okay, so I work construction, and
Kristen, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal. I appreciate
so
you.
I would consider myself middle class.
Chris, sorry.
And now, right now, in the past year or so, I feel like I just can't afford shit. And that's
like
sad.
Inflation was, super prevalent as a response from the global pandemic. But the question that we would ask you is, well, how did Biden cause this inflation?
Well, I'm not blaming Biden at all, honestly.
So then why would this inflation give you reason not to vote for him?
So, all right. So I guess let me put it in a different term. So through my years of experience with Democrats, Republicans, and I've yet to see anything good come from any Democrat through my years of experience. Nothing. Everything's always been a recession.
Can you name one good thing a Republican has
Inflation.
passed?
What's that?
Can you name one good thing that a Republican has passed?
And Jack, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo for the apartment fund. Thank you so much for the love, Jack. I really appreciate you.
I mean, I'm from Ohio, really, so that's a Republican state.
Sounds like party loyalism. If Biden was running as a Republican and Trump was running as a Democrat, would you vote for Biden?
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
What? Why?
It's a team. It's a team effort, right? It's a team effort. It's not just the president.
Dude, it kind of sounds like you're playing sports, bro. Like, it's not sports. It's like the policy's relevant.
What?
This isn't like sports. It's not like Lakers versus.
Okay.
Clippers,
So there's a team behind the president, right?
Yeah, there's an administration.
Okay. So they get together, they conform some stuff, and make some policies. And I feel like on the Republican side of things are always better. You get into the Democratic side
Can you
of
name
things,
one
and there's
piece of
always a
legislation
war.
that you like that Republicans have passed?
No, because I don't really I don't follow them. I don't have time to follow them. I just live my life.
I think.
And every time there's a Democratic control of any kind, I lose.
Okay, so during Obama's administration, you were losing?
Where's my money?
What?
Where was
I
my
don't
money
know.
4 years ago?
I know. I said during Obama's administration, John.
Huge on
Jake, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Jake. I really
5
appreciate
years
it.
ago.
I'm talking during Obama's administration.
Obama's administration, it was good at first. In that second term, I don't know what happened. Like, same thing. We fell into a recession, and it feels like the same.
Wait, recession was 2008. That was not Obama. Obama inherited that recession.
Right.
And
Also,
then 2012 to 2016, that was a growth period.
Also, just to put it out there, like Bill Clinton is another
mustache?
good example. This was a Democratic president. He had a great economy. It was around 4% annual growth, and he had record job creation at 22.7 million jobs created.
I actually had no problem with Bill Clinton. I really didn't. But I was very young. I wasn't working then.
I mean, but doesn't this serve as like an argument against like what you're saying here? Because I ultimately feel like party loyalism fails because what it essentially hopes to achieve is just individuals like ignorantly co-signing with whatever party they align with for very trivial reasons without critical thought. And I think that when we are casting our vote in November, right, we should be casting the vote on the basis of critical thought, not like party loyalism or tribalism. So would you be able to identify like the relevant differences between Trump and Biden that makes Trump a better candidate than Biden besides what party they belong to?
I mean, I don't really care for either one of them, like, in terms of who they are as a person. And I really feel like, for instance, when I voted for John Kasich when Trump ran, right? So, and I was really hoping for that win, but it didn't happen. And I guess I wasn't disappointed when Trump actually got in, and I was actually shocked by it. Because things were getting better. It really felt like things were getting better. I mean,
do you mind repeating the question that I asked you real quick, just to make sure that we're on the same page?
Well, I was just going off topic, but yeah, you just asked me like what I was about party loyalism or whatever. But
well, essentially, the question that I asked you is, can you identify for me the relevant differences between Trump and Biden that make Trump a better candidate than Biden, apart from their party affiliation?
I guess Trump's he's got a bigger backing than Biden. Even Biden's own administration is just, they might like him, but they need him gone. They say he's done. So who are we going to vote for? Kamala?
You're saying that Trump has a better backing within his party than Biden, but what we'd say here,
very much so.
He definitely does have a bigger backing from his party, but he shouldn't have a bigger backing from his party. But Democrats are asking,
and that's where we're at.
Like Democrats are asking,
he does, and that's where we're at.
Democrats are asking Biden to step down for reasons such as like incoherence during the debate, lack of support, etc. But I mean, I see no reason why the RNC shouldn't have asked Trump to step down when he was held civilly liable for rape, criminally liable for the 34 felonies. And I honestly don't see why they'd even entertain a Trump campaign after, Trump denying the results of the 2020 election, attempting to undermine our democracy. And I mean, at that time, we saw very low backing from the Republican Party, with individuals such as Mike Pence leaving him in the dust, Mitt Romney leaving him in the dust, 40 out of his 44 advisors and cabinet members leaving him in the dust, right? And there's just no good reason for the Republican Party to readopt him as their candidate for, the 2024 election cycle, but they did.
Exactly. And the reason for that is because that's where we are in the United States. Everyone's backing Trump, and they need Trump for the win. Without him, they're not going to win.
What?
So
they'd probably have a better chance with a different candidate.
Huh? So if J.D. Vance was running for president, you think he'd win over Biden?
No, I'm talking if they picked like Nikki Haley or someone else like that. Push the Panther pause. Right? If they picked a different Republican person from the primaries, they probably would have done better. J.D. Vance would get cooked.
Yeah, but that's not where we're at. So, everyone's backing Trump. Everybody who was against Trump's backing Trump.
Mike Pence?
No, I'm talking
Romney?
You and I, people, the voters.
Okay,
Paul Ryan?
So you're just saying that you should vote for Trump because a lot of people back him. But I don't think that a crowd consensus...
No, but I'm voting for him because I felt my life was better in my own terms.
All right, well, that's just a causation fallacy. Because if you can't demonstrate how Trump caused it to be better, then you have no reason to vote for him again.
It is what it is, because right now...
If I felt like my life was worse under Trump, this would give me good reason to vote for Biden?
I don't know. Your life is different than mine. Okay? So, I'm in the labor force, and you're in the entertainment force, or, world. So, there's a big difference between what you and I do. And your income is probably a lot better than mine. So his policies are going to be probably better suited for you.
Yeah, and we're still telling you that you shouldn't vote for him because he's a threat to this country. So
but
we
Biden
have
isn't
a financial incentive to literally support Republicans, but we don't do that because we think it's worse for people.
I just know where I was sitting when he was president and the Republican Party was there, as opposed to where I am now when this Democratic controlled Senate and the Democratic presidency has us all, crawling on our knees out here.
Yeah,
that's all I got. That's all I can say about it. That's
Amy,
about it.
thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much.
I'm going to vote for.
Would you vote
Trump for the Republican setting of it?
Okay. So again, my point here would then be, what would you vote for someone that's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse by a jury unanimously?
I mean, that's what I'm going to do.
So you would vote for someone who's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse?
That's what I'm going to do. And so it's
what
about
if it was child
80% of America. No, absolutely not.
So you wouldn't.
Absolutely
okay,
not.
So you would vote for him if it was sexual abuse of a woman, but not of a child?
Because I wasn't there, like why? How
you
long
wouldn't
ago,
be there in
how
any
much
of those
later
scenarios.
was it that she came forward?
It took her less than 3 decades to come forward. That happens with plenty of victims.
Why?
Appreciate a little crown. Plenty of victims don't come out with their stories.
62%
And
of
if she was-
victims never come out about
Yeah, and if she was trying to get money off of him, why did she wait until she was older?
I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
I don't think that it's acceptable to assume like theories that she was doing it for corrupt reasons with literally no evidence, because it is a case if you're incorrect that this is detrimental to victims and only further perpetuates harm against women as a whole. So maybe
And the
before you
entire
make this baseless
Justice
assumption,
Department-
you should have any evidence.
The entire Justice Department has been and anybody has been out for Trump since he got into the presidency. I never heard more shit about Trump until he got into the presidency. And then all of a sudden, all this shit comes raining down on him on a daily. And they spent more time worrying about Trump than I'm so glad Nancy Pelosi's gone because that's all she's dedicated her life
still
to
in
that.
Congress.
Lane, thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
See her. She's not the speaker, so that's good.
Okay.
You hear less and less, but I care about women highly.
You care about women highly.
I got a daughter.
So I have a question. If you
I have a daughter,
you
I
have a
have a
daughter.
granddaughter.
So if Trump went up to your granddaughter and said that they would specifically date her in 10 years as a 40-year-old, would you still vote for them?
What? But he didn't. And
He
I'm
did.
not
He went up to
playing
a 10-year-old
hypotheticals.
girl and said he would date her in 10 years.
Who was that?
Trump said that to a 10-year-old girl when he was 40.
This is on video. It's what somebody said it. Hearsay.
He said it. Trump said it. Dean, you want to play it? Because you have it saved.
Oh yeah, what are we particularly referencing? I was supposed to
10-year-old girl.
10-year-old. He's 10-year-old.
Oh yeah. Don't worry, I got you. Yeah, so
but
this
everyone
was
tap
on
the screen. Let's get to 500,000 likes.
So this was on CBS in 1992.
Do you got it?
Oh my gosh, okay. What happened to the video that I want? Oh, I don't want 4 minutes of this guy's opinion. What the hell is going on? I'm so sorry. I thought I had it saved.
I thought you did too. I can play the video. It's not that difficult. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You want me to do it?
Popping up. Yeah. Like I usually just search up the same thing and it pops up, but it didn't this time. Which is kind of weird.
Okay, well, you can go to the Independent article, and the video's right there. But I'll play. I got it. I got you.
Oh, I found it.
You found it? Okay. Because I'm about
Going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
to play it one more time.
Do you want to hear that again, John?
Yeah, a little lot. Let me turn this up.
I'm going to be dating her Tuesday night. The escalator. I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
Yeah, so he says to a 10-year-old girl walking up the escalator that he's going to be dating her in 10 years. It's a sexualization of a fifth grader.
And it wasn't a joke.
Even if it was a joke, are you okay with that? Lane, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
If it was a joke and just to get a little laugh out of a little girl at the time,
So you think it's okay to make jokes sexualizing fifth graders as a 40-year-old man?
I mean, what? Look at TV now. Like in America right now, who does every child right now, like we let people like Cardi B run our entertainment world, and it's okay for the shit that she puts out there, but we're gonna take down Dr. Seuss.
What?
Cardi B is not...
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm saying, is it okay for a
what I'm
40-year-old
saying.
man to make a joke sexualizing a 10-year-old, a fifth grader? Is that okay?
It is not.
Okay, so clearly,
But if
it's
they were
not
joking,
okay. So
then
clearly, it's not
most
okay.
People
Well,
sit
then,
here and put more. Most people, and a lot of shit gets so outrageously like oversprung. It's like it's just outrageous.
Hey, I have a question. If a
People
40-year-old...
how was this overspun?
Something so little.
Hey, John,
And
if a 40-year-old man
runs
walked
with
up to your 10-year-old daughter and said that he'd be dating her in 10 years, would you vote for him?
He'd get punched.
So you want to vote for him and he'd get punched. So it's not okay if he does it to your daughter, but it is okay if he does it to someone else's daughter?
Yep, MAGA logic.
MAGA, I'm not MAGA, nothing. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're voting for Trump, right? Thank you for the handout. Thank you.
I want the Republican. I want the Republicans to run our country.
Yeah, and that's MAGA. MAGA Republican.
I don't have one Trump fucking nothing at my house on me or nothing.
You're on a live in front of 5,000 people saying you're going to vote for him.
Okay. I'm going to vote for the Republicans.
Yeah, this
Which
guy
is
already
Trump.
said that. This guy already said that he'd vote for Biden if Biden was the
Yeah.
Republican.
So, all right. Well, John, is there anything? Well, actually, John, before you go, how many consonants are there?
13 continents.
There you go.
All right.
Josh.
Appreciate you coming up, John. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Have a good one, John. Have W John for the 13 continents. We're gonna move on to our next guest, bro. Jesus Christ, dude.
Jesus.
Sometimes I wonder what I do with my day.
Yo, it's a Paladin. Dude, is that the same person, bro? They keep fucking making their name MAGA 2024, and I add them up because I see MAGA.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna move on to our next guest. If any of y'all want to support me or Parker, we have our Venmo's, Cash App.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 20. I'm voting for Trump because I want the lower gas prices.
How did he make lower gas prices?
Because Biden make gas prices like $5 right now.
How did he
Biden
make them
cause higher gas
$5 prices?
Bro,
Gas
you
increase act?
don't see. You didn't see in the beginning of the year that the gas prices raised.
Yeah,
Okay,
but how did
so-
Biden cause that?
Yeah, how do you cause that?
He caused that by raising them.
How?
Our taxes.
Gas increase act.
taxes.
You know what I mean? He said
raised the
increase
taxes.
gas act.
He raised taxes.
We're still under Trump's tax code until 2027, buddy.
No, not even.
Yes, we are.
Delusional. You're wrong.
But that's why Trump's gonna win.
Okay, so no response here. Just Trump's
No
gonna win.
response. 2020 until 2025, we still have the tax policy. There's permanent
Yeah.
effects of some that would only go to rich people and take away from poor people.
I think if Trump wins, it'll be more affordable for more people in the U.S. to live. And
For what reason?
what do you mean? For what reason?
How did Biden cause it to be less affordable, or how would Trump cause it to be more affordable? Can you give any further articulation on your thoughts
No,
here?
we cannot.
Nah, I can't. But
Okay. So then here's my question. Why would you vote for someone who's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse, defamation, fraud, called his daughter voluptuous, said yeah to Howard Stern calling his daughter a piece of ass, said it's okay for him to walk into changing rooms of naked teenage girls, some as young as 15 years old, because he quote unquote owns the place? Why would you vote for that guy, given that you don't know a single policy that he's influenced to get passed that you like?
Because I want lower gas prices.
That he hasn't done a single thing that you've been able to identify that would lower gas prices. Did you know there was lower gas prices under Obama?
I'd rather have Obama than Trump.
Okay, so, all right. So let me ask you this question: who was vice president when Obama was in office?
I don't even know.
It was Joe Biden. So when Joe Biden was in office, gas prices were lower. So would you vote for Joe Biden?
Nah.
Hey, Day, I got a question for you real quick, buddy.
What's up?
So you're saying that Biden caused gas prices to increase, but you have no clue how. So this is what we call a correlation causation fallacy. So we're just associating anything that happens under president's control of a nation as being caused by the president. Well, we could use your logic here to say that like Trump caused the net negative decrease or loss in jobs during his presidency, or Trump caused
I can say that too.
14.8% unemployment at the end of his term. Meanwhile, we could say that Biden caused the 15 million jobs that were added back to the economy, and Biden caused a record 50-year low unemployment. Would you agree with these statements?
Yes, I agree with those statements.
Okay, so why would you say that you're voting for Trump even though he caused a net negative loss in jobs, a record high unemployment rate, when Biden brought 15 million jobs back to the economy and caused a record low unemployment rate?
I already have my job, so...
Oh, so it only matters what happens to you.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, so if Trump supported enslaving a third of the human population that lives in the U.S., but it didn't apply to you, would you still vote for him?
No.
Okay, so it doesn't only matter what happens to you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this contradicts what you said 30 seconds.
Yeah, if Trump advocated to get rid of women's right to vote, would you still vote for him?
No, I wouldn't.
All right.
Okay.
So that doesn't apply to you, right?
No.
Okay. So obviously, I don't know what your point is there.
Yeah, just to clarify also, Biden didn't cause higher gas prices. A world-wide decrease in oil supply did. This is because we're no longer getting oil from Russia after their invasion of Ukraine. Another factor is the idea that Trump brokered a deal with OPEC to reduce oil supply at the end of his term, which increased prices. But insofar as what we're doing at home here in America, like what Biden controls, we're actually producing more oil now and approving more drilling permits than we ever have.
Most production of oil of any country that's ever existed at any point in time in the U.S. right now under Biden's administration. Oh,
Great.
he's not here.
He's
all right, only some guest requests if you will be
away.
voting for Trump. Appreciate the handout. Thank you so much. Comment in the comment section. For MAGA, type in the comment section right now if you want to be brought up. We're going to get some people going.
Running away
Running away so much. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Emotional.
I'm 63 years old.
Are you voting for Trump?
Absolutely.
Appreciate the confetti. Thank you. Can you turn off the background noise?
Sure. Hold on one sec.
Can you mute the CNN?
Yes.
CNN.
Is that better?
Yes, got you. So, why are you voting for Trump?
Because he was way better than Biden in everything to do with the economy.
Okay, how so? Can you name one policy that he influenced to get passed?
He eliminated rules and regulations that destroy companies. Trump is
Parker,
more
you
business
good?
friendly. Biden is more rules and regulations.
It's just news.
And that's the reason why, everything went up very expensive.
Push the handout. Thank you so much, Tracy. So you said what caused it to be expensive?
Over regulations. Joe Biden's about everything about over regulations. So you have to spend more money.
What regulation caused there to be an increase in price?
Any environmental regulations that they imposed on drilling for oil.
Oh, so we're drilling more oil now than we ever have been before. So when you're making the argument that regulations of oil production caused an increase in price, well, what you're implicitly stating here is that the regulations caused a decrease in supply. But that's not true. There's been a massive increase in the supply of oil, not to mention that the Biden administration has approved 50% more drilling permits for oil here at home in America than Trump's administration did. So regardless if there's more or less regulations on the market, right, it is the case that there's a much higher supply of the market.
If that was the case, why First of all, when is he going to return the oil that he took from our reserves? Because he depleted us by 40%. We have 5 years left of oil. In the event of a war or something big, we won't have enough. We only have 5 years of reserve. We would like that oil back. Hopefully, he'll get it back before they remove him from office.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot released of the reserves, during and right after the pandemic for sure. But I'd ultimately say when we're talking about oil production here at home in America, that it's obviously clear that Biden has handled it better just because there's much more oil being produced, and we can directly link this to the Biden administration approving more drilling permits. Like, I'd say that's really all we need to know here.
Again, if that was true, why don't he replenish the oil that he sold?
If that was true, as far as the replenishment of this of like the reserves, I mean, like, how do we know they haven't been replenished? I'd actually like to look that up because of the massive oil production we're experiencing.
It's not.
If it was true, it is true. I mean, you could check out
it's down 40%.
Government websites on this.
Yeah, he hasn't replenished the oil that he took. We're down 40%.
Okay.
From our
okay,
oil.
wait. So he actually bought back reserves. And sold them and then bought back reserves at a lower price. So he made hundreds of billions of dollars.
Well, he didn't make hundreds of billion because
the
price has been high. How could you do it?
Because there was a difference in price, and he exploited the difference in price. He basically timed it correctly.
Oh, great! So I was right. Yeah, and then if you want a source for the oil production,
where did that money go
right now? You could reference the U.S. Energy Information Administration.
Where did that money go?
Wait, index card. I have a question. Would you vote for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump?
Not at all.
Why not?
Why would I vote for a person that was given the job as the border czar and she did nothing? She never even went to the border.
Yeah. So here would be my question: why didn't Republicans pass a border bill? She did go to the border, by the way.
Why didn't Biden pass it 3.5 years ago? Why did he wait until it became a problem for him for the election?
He didn't. So he actually tried to he tried to pass like day one executive order, failed, and then we actually saw the first drafted bill go into the House 2.5 years after he assumed presidency, and that got shot down by Trump. He called the Republican lawmakers in Congress, told them.
He said, "Blame it on me if the border bill fails. The border bill fails. Now blame it on me."
Actually, what happened was that he undid everything that Trump had in place for the border. In May of 2023, Congress, on the Republicans, passed a bill that was passed on the House and it died on the Senate side. And you can look it up because it was May 2023. Why wasn't that bill passed by the Democrats that control the Senate to help the border then?
What was the name of the bill?
It was a border bill.
I know I haven't heard about a border bill proponed by the Republicans in Congress that was rejected by the Democrats. Can you provide?
May of 2023. I can't give you any. That's as close as you could get.
This is Secure the Border Act. So this was proponed by the Democrats, by Biden, who's bipartisan, and then this was
and Republicans.
This was the first.
It was
bill
approved.
That was shut down by Trump. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. No, that's not the one that they say.
Thank you for the racing rover. Thank you so much. Can you tell me what this is?
That was approved by. It was approved by
the Index. Can you tell me what this is?
Harriet visited. She didn't visit the southern border. I'm sorry. She
look at the screen. Let's read what the screen says right now.
She visited the area that was not.
Dean, can you read the screen real quick?
Yeah, so it says Harris visits the southern border after trying to keep the focus away from it. So it's actually particularly the case that when you said
and that was June 25th, 2021.
She visited the area that people were not coming through. So she might as well have not visited the border. She went to the area.
You said that. Wait. This is such a joke. You said she didn't go to the border. We provide you evidence. She went to the border in 2021.
No, she did not go to the areas that was having the issues with the people coming through. She went to the area that had no people coming through for a photo op.
No. No, she went there. She went there specifically, like
No,
trying to
she
address
did
policy, talk with Border Patrol,
Okay.
engage with people about like what's
my
going
God.
on
What
at
did
the
she-
border.
What
Hey,
rules
I
did-
gotta hop in here because this guy told a massive lie. So I
No, no,
looked
no.
up the May. 1 second, sir.
What
I looked
did
up,
she
hey,
implement?
no, hey, sir. I
What
really gotta
rules-
call.
what
I gotta call you
policies
out
did
on your
she-
lie here. I gotta call you out on your lie here. So you said that the border bill that was passed through on May of 2023 was shot down by the Democrats in the Senate. So that's a lie. Okay,
It was never taken up.
So it was actually shot down by the Republicans in the House with 211 yays from
Sure,
the
think of the box,
Democrats.
thank you so much.
And 221 nays.
No,
from the
that's wrong.
Republicans. No, I have it open on my. I have
was-
it right here. I
it
have
was
it on
never-
Senate. I have it on Senate.gov.
It was
I
never
have it
taken
right
up
here.
by the Senate.
No. I have it right, and this was by the House.
It was never taken up by the Senate.
Because this is in the House, sir. I have it right here.
No, it was never taken. What are you looking at there?
This is literally clerk.house.gov.
What? Who's that?
This is the clerk of the House of the Representatives.
No, it was never taken.
I have it on my screen.
Okay.
Here, let me
It was
expand.
not.
Yeah. So here's the border bill that you're going to be referencing. The 118th Congress. This is May of 2023, right? If you go down to actions and then you go to 51123 House on motion to recommit failed by yeas and nays, and then you click on the roll number, what will pop up here, specifically the yeas and nays, and we'll see 211 yeas from the Democrats and 221 nays.
Yay! 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 All Republicans, no! All Democrats, yes!
That's all. So he's lying.
No, I'm not lying. Ask me
I
about.
literally just proved that you were lying.
No, I'm not lying. I didn't lie. So
You did.
I didn't. The bill was not taken up. I don't know. You guys have pre-doctored documentations.
Pre-doctor documentations, girl. You just think everything's a conspiracy because you're in a cult.
Yeah.
Dude, you could go on congress.gov and look it up for yourself.
I am. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's gonna show whatever you say it's gonna show. Maybe I was wrong, but I don't think I was wrong.
Okay, all right. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about, our admin?
Yeah, I want you to ask me questions about all the cases against Trump.
Okay. Would you vote for someone who's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse?
Well, the case is still on review, right? Would a person that actually committed a crime spend $100 million to have that case heard again?
So I have a question.
Would you spend that money?
Well, I don't see where you get that number, but I would ask you specifically, what is the grounds, the legitimate grounds for appeal?
There's many things for appeals. There were things that were mentioned in the case that no other judge would allow in the case. Like, for instance, there's the Hollywood information about grabbing the woman by the pussy. Why? That had nothing to do with the current case. Why would the judge allow?
It does
some-
because it demonstrates
No.
the state of mind.
Cyber, thank you for the $10 on Venmo.
a
I really
normal,
appreciate
a
you.
regular judge,
Ryan, thank you for the $2. Thank you. So
I
much.
could explain how like this actually really plays into
a
the case.
regular
Ryan.
judge would not allow that into the case because it had no
Hey, man.
input to the case.
Dude,
Can
no,
you give
I
me any
could,
precedence of this?
I would love to speak on this real quick if that's all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so real quick. So Trump's comment, what he said was he could just grab women by the pee without asking first. He doesn't even have to ask because they all just throw themselves at him.
Okay.
And this actually quite aligns with the testimony given by Eugene Carroll in the court of law. So what she said under deposition was that, she walked into a change room. He took her, threw her up against the wall, banged her head, started choking her, making out with her, and, touching her in her private parts before the rape occurred. And she also added on there that, according to her, it seemed like Trump thought that they were having some type of secret consensual sexual encounter where they really wanted each other a lot. And he just didn't even ask because he just was confident that she wanted him back. And the reason why this is so important for me to bring up here is because this perfectly aligns with this past statement that the idea that he could just grab them by the P word without asking first because they all want him, right? If you were to accept them
many
without
women
that
in these
ideology, that's the
scenarios,
case.
they freeze up, right? And if they do not say no, that is not a, oh, you can go for it. You have to establish consent. You have not established consent, therefore, it's an unconsentful interaction. How could you sit there and be like, oh, these things are not relevant when it clearly demonstrates a state of mind that he thinks everyone wants him, which I appreciate the handout, thank you so much, which is inevitably going to lead to grape. It is. That's like literally what it is, and that's exactly what they're demonstrating in this scenario. Tracy, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. And Bridget, thank you for the $10 as well.
That was a great episode on TV that was almost verbatim of what her story was about.
Which Law and Order episode?
The one where she talks about going into the store and the person
Go for it.
going for the woman and everything.
Yeah, you're right. So there's like a Law and Order episode that is like quite familiar to the story that she told. So there's an episode of the show called Limitless that was released like a long time ago, where particularly speaking, there's this guy running for president, and he staged an assassination attempt by having a shooter shoot at the top right-hand corner of his ear, right? And he did so to garner more support. It's strangely just like Trump's assassination attempt. Does this give us reason to believe that Trump staged his own assassination attempt?
So,
Tara, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much, Tara.
In your mind, Trump hired someone to shoot him in the ear.
No, we don't believe that. But we're saying
really
if you believe what you believe, what's the
far-fetched.
reason why you dispute this?
Well, because the lady was paid to sue Trump. The person, the owner of one of the co-founders of Lincoln, paid her to bring this suit against Trump.
Can you give me any evidence of that?
He paid for it. It is evidence. He paid for her legal expenses to bring the lawsuit.
Yeah, so that doesn't mean that you have any of these intentions involved. That does not mean you have any of these extras intentions involved that you could actually legitimately apply. So give me any reason that these are applicable.
Just means he's a good guy.
The guy is paid thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal fees because he was a good-hearted person?
Yes. Literally. Fucking yes.
Also, Bridget,
shit,
thank you for the $10 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love.
You guys are far-fetched.
How is that far-fetched?
Wait, so you're saying this is far-fetched, but you referencing a TV show that has a woman get an essay in it, and just assuming that this is what E. Jean Carroll based?
You know, Law and Order SVU is literally a show that is about great victims in plenty of scenarios. Like most episodes are about that. So having a similar story to it does not actually indicate that the story is illegitimate.
No,
right. and then also like the same thing would play into like the one storyline from this episode of the Limitless show where there's the same attack on a president nominee as there was on Trump, and in the show it's staged. But this wouldn't give you any reason to assume that therefore Trump staged his assassination attempt.
Oh yeah,
right? And this
that would be wildly absurd. Am I right?
Getting someone to go over there and put a bullet,
Jessica, thank you for the $5 from the DNC.
Really?
Thank you so much.
You can't compare the two. One is her fantasy, because as you know, she has a show where she talks about her fantasy. She said to the news reporter that rape is sexy.
No, she was not saying that herself. She was saying that other people think that.
How much do you want to bet that you're wrong?
She also thinks that.
How much money do you want
to bet?
She didn't say that. How much money?
I'm not going to bet you money. Why should I bet you money?
Because you're wrong, and you don't want to put your money where your mouth is.
No, okay. So now you guys are bringing up you bring this up over and over and over because the more you mention it, the more it becomes record and Google searches and everything. So that's why your job with your scripts is to keep mentioning
pivot. Wait, our job? Wait, do you think we're paid by the DNC?
No, I think that you guys read off of the scripts. I think that
we don't have a script.
You have a script. You repeat the same thing over and over and over.
Wait. Just because we answer similar questions every day, of course we're going to say similar things.
Right, and it's not us repeating.
This is like you keep saying the problem of evil, therefore you've got a script.
No, it's literally you're the one with a script, sir. You Trump supporters are the ones that come up here and repeat the same shit day in and day out, even though you sit in our lives and hear us debunk them time and time again. If anything, I'd say that this makes you look bad because you have heard our responses to these same issues time and time and time again, and you still can't counter them on live. Shouldn't this give you good reason to at least consider that your worldview is false when you could hear us debate the same position day in and day out, and you still don't have a comprehensible response to it?
You repeat the same propaganda over and over and over. Because E. Jean Carroll had a TV show. Did you know that?
E. Jean Carroll did not have a TV show.
She had a TV show.
What was the name?
I don't remember the name. I just know she had a TV show.
I've never heard of this before, so.
Yes, she had a TV show. And on that TV show, she had like the way they used to set up the 3 chairs with the 3 bachelors, and she would talk about sex. She loved talking about sex. For a woman that was
loving
raped,
talking about sex does not mean that you've not been raped.
a woman that was supposedly hurt so badly for someone raping her. She had a show on TV where she used to love talking about.
Hey, so why? So are you?
Yeah,
saying,
wait. So how are you saying that someone who's been raped can never have positive
Okay, here comes
experience with sex again?
Is this
that is such a terrible thing for you to bring up.
This is the outrage.
So it's victim blaming, it's perpetuating rape culture, and you're invalidating a victim's experiences by saying that the response to said experiences. One second, hey buddy, quit yapping, start listening. Right, so you're invalidating a victim's experiences by saying that their response to said experience is inadequate or doesn't meet your standard of legitimacy. Right, and this has been used for centuries by men such as yourself, just outright denying women who don't just accuse men of rape but then prove it in court because they don't quote unquote meet your expectations of how a victim
he's also
is supposed
saying
to
that like if you have a positive sexual experience. He's also saying if you have a positive sexual experience, like at some point after you've been raped, that means that you weren't raped.
Right.
Or if that you've talked about positive sexual experiences after you've been raped, that means you weren't raped. That's fucking crazy as fuck. You're actually delusional. You're disgusting for saying that.
And she just didn't have a TV show, by the way. I just want to.
You need to look it up. You need to look it up online. It was online. They didn't make it up.
No, you need to look up some empathy. That's what you need to look up.
Well, that's a fake outrage. Knowing you too,
buddy, you're just contorting your view of reality to fit your dog shit tinfoil hat syndrome narrative because you don't want to look at the hot Cheeto man, the quote unquote chosen one, is anything but the best man to ever live. But rude awakening here for you, buddy. He's not. Quit coping, accept reality, because your coping, your contortion of it comes at the expense of harm towards women, normalization of sexual abuse, and perpetuation of rape culture.
Does it matter your talking points when Joe Biden is going to be removed by his own people? His own people want him out.
Wait. Oh, good. Based. They should have done that with Trump. Why didn't they do that with Trump?
Donald Trump has a phenomenal speech tonight. People love him. The Republicans are united. Have you been watching?
Wait. That doesn't mean it's good because he's a 34-count felon. He's been held legally responsible for sexual abuse, defamation, fraud. He said his daughter's voluptuous. He said that he would date his daughter if it wasn't his daughter. He said specifically that it's okay for him to walk into changing rooms of teenage naked girls because he quote unquote owns the place. That's your president. That's the guy you want to vote for. The guy who said who grabs women by the vagina. He doesn't have to ask. That's the guy.
Kelly, thank you for the $10 on Venmo.
That doesn't mean he acted on him.
Wait, what do you mean? This is showing his state of mind, guy. Dude, this is showing his state of mind. You don't think showing someone's state of mind can indicate the actions they will engage in? Well, then you just don't accept the typical methods of investigation that we use in almost every criminal case.
What investigations do you use? You're 22 years old. What investigations do you
I don't conduct the investigations, genius.
Come on,
Danielle, thank you for the $5 on Venmo.
You're reading out of books that they give you to read. What have you ever sat in the courtroom?
Have you ever educated yourself?
Wait, why do you think that the
have you so you're saying it's bad to have education, it's bad to read and to gain information? Wow, that's one of the dumbest things someone's ever said. You literally are stigmatizing education and learning. This is why our society is so susceptible to conspiracy theory, because you don't want to sit down and learn. You don't want to educate yourself. Learning has become a chore to you, and now we have a society where people don't engage critically, and now we have a guy that's running for president that's undermining our American democratic institutions, and you don't even fucking care. You're supporting him, fucking clapping your ass off.
You are book smart, but you have no common sense.
I have no common sense. Girl, you have
no
zero
common
common sense.
sense.
You're voting for a fascist. What the
You
hell are you
have
talking
no
about?
real life.
Yeah, hey, then also this whole argument.
real
No,
life.
I would just want to let you know. So
haven't
what you do,
lived
what you
any
do
life.
when you run out of an intellectual defense for your position, and when you just get absolutely blown out of the
I
water
agree with
and
the
shown
dog.
to be wrong, given like counter argumentation from individuals such as Parker or myself, you just appeal to quote unquote common sense. What is common sense to you, sir? Is that just the normalization of
What
fringe
you don't
conspiracy
have.
theory? What is common sense to you, sir? Is that the acceptance and adopting of beliefs without good reason to
Appreciate
fit
the
your
interview.
narrative,
Common
even when they don't
sense.
associate, even when they aren't associated with reality? 200 years ago, it was common
Alright, the
sense that it was
background noise is
okay
getting loud.
for older men to marry young girls. 100 years ago, it was common sense that the Earth was flat. 50 years ago, it was common sense that public schools should be racially segregated. And apparently today, it's common sense that Trump is the best we could do for our presidency. Get a fucking grip, bro.
Listen, the common sense is that just because you can talk fast and you read a book doesn't mean that you have any smarts at all. Because
Dude,
if you
the dog
had any
barking.
brains, you wouldn't believe all that stuff about
You
Trump.
believe the election was stolen, dude. What are you talking about? You're literally a MAGA
I believe-
cultist. If you
you don't-
educated yourself, you wouldn't believe this nonsense.
Yeah, I believe that the 51 CIA Biden's people lied about a laptop to help him win an
Oh my
election.
god, that has nothing
Is
to do
not
with this.
true?
Oh, wait, so Trump falsifying business records so that he could win the election. Is that bad?
Yeah, wait a minute. The business records
Answer the
that were
question, is
paid
that bad?
After, what's worse? What's worse? Biden selling secrets to China with his son, or
You don't have evidence
Trump
of that.
trying to hide?
You literally have no evidence of that at all. You just made
What
that
do
up.
you mean? Because the Biden controls the CIA, the DOJ. We
You
don't
didn't
have
get them to do that.
evidence.
You have no evidence to wait. So if he controls the DOJ, how come he didn't get them to not convict Hunter Biden?
We'll know once Trump is president again and the DOJ takes over the case. Then you'll know what is if Biden did betray the government.
No, did Biden go after his own son?
Why Biden refuses to go
Index.
over there?
Did Biden go after his own son?
He had no
Give the data
choice.
clause.
He had
What
no
do you-
choice.
Wait. So what do you mean he had no choice? I thought he was the one who controlling it.
He had no choice because the district attorney that he had in place, the special prosecutor that he created, already had evidence against him and was already subject to Congress asking questions. You had two IRS agents that came forward on documents, SARS
Bro, go
reports.
pet your dog.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. It's so loud in the back. I'm
Remy.
about to just go on to the next.
Remy,
person.
shut up.
Oh, don't tell your dog to shut up.
He sees
Give it
you
a-
guys and he
give it a
barks. He
treat.
wants to bite you guys. Because he know you're lying.
Maybe he knows that you're lying and he doesn't want to be around you, so he's barking to
Remy,
get out.
it's okay, Papa. It's okay. They're not real.
Tracy, thank you so much for the $10 on
Listen,
PayPal.
they're
I
not
appreciate
real,
you
bro.
for the love. W Tracy in the comment
My
section. for the
last
$10 on
question, I'll
PayPal.
let you go. If Biden is so perfect and everything, why does he
He's not
refuse?
perfect.
Why does he refuse to release the audio tapes of his interview for the document case? Why?
They
Come on.
have the transcripts already.
Why? Why can the
There's
transcript
no
be
point. They have
different?
the transcripts.
Why can it be different?
Why
from
does Trump
what is written
refuse
down?
to release some of the Epstein
Epstein.
files?
And why
You
did
cannot
Trump
re-
refuse to give up his
you cannot
DNA?
release something
Yeah,
that is
for
not
real.
there.
Oh,
You
no,
cannot
I
prove
recognize
the
them as
negative.
being there. He said that he'd release documents for 9/11. He said that he'd release documents from like the Kennedy assassination, but he wouldn't release documents from the Epstein files. Why?
The ones who released it was the person who had to release it, which was
He wouldn't release his
DeSantis.
taxes.
Because
he
it
wouldn't
was a
release the
federal
Epstein files,
case
when it
in
releases
Florida.
DNA.
Because the case was a case in Florida, DeSantis released them. So that's mute point. But
No.
Biden-
There's currently
Biden
today.
not
There's Epstein
releasing-
files that there is currently today Epstein files right under federal protection right that are being kept from the public right alongside files about Kennedy's assassination and 9/11. Trump said on an interview he'd
There's
have
no
no
files
problem
of
releasing files on on Kennedy. He'd have no problem releasing files on 9/11. But
Where-
then when the interviewer asked about him releasing some of the Epstein
No.
files, he particularly said, maybe some.
That's left wing propaganda. There's no other files. Whatever was released
No,
on
no,
the
that's a
Epstein
lie.
files were released. They have nothing. The files that were released only show that Trump was on, that they asked questions about Trump 2 times. 2 times the girl testified she had nothing to say about Trump.
He said there's no reason to get rid of the Epstein files. There's no reason to go over that. No reason, because it could probably connect to me. Probably no reason.
Oh hey, I just want to play it. So I actually have it. I actually have the clip. Go ahead and listen.
Would you declassify?
Oh shit! Sorry, I skipped ahead.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
Yeah.
Would you?
I did a lot of it.
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
All right.
Yeah.
I think that less so.
Okay, that was hilarious.
He did say yes,
It
right?
cuts off. No, it cuts off. Yeah.
I think
yeah,
that less
I would.
so.
I think that less so.
Again, DeSantis released them. DeSantis has all the files. He's not only going to, he released all of them. New point. Where are Biden's audio tapes of his?
Dude, there's already a transcript. Thank you for the cap. Thank you so much.
And how could you call that a mute point, saying the files are already released when the interviewers are asking about unreleased files?
They're released.
Bro, then why would the interviewers ask him about unreleased files, and why would Trump respond?
She didn't say
about
anything.
unreleased
She
files?
said, would you release Epstein files? She didn't say unreleased. She said, would you
release Epstein files that have already been released? And then Trump
That just
says
doesn't make any
No,
sense.
he would
that's not-
release Epstein files less so, even though they've been unreleased? This is incoherent bullshit. I'm actually holding you to your silly claims.
That interview happened after those files were released. Before.
No, this interview was from a month ago.
No, the interview was before
When were the files
were
released? When were the files released?
The files were released, what, last week? 2 weeks ago? I don't know exact same day.
The Epstein files were released 2 weeks ago. Is that where the documents about Katie Johnson came from?
I think there was already documents about Katie Johnson before that, so I don't.
Okay, I wonder what was released like 2 weeks ago that he's referencing. I don't know.
There is no files.
I don't think that's all the federal files on Epstein.
What do you mean? They released them all. There was nothing to be kept.
I'd have to check. I mean,
What they haven't
I don't think all
released-
of them were. I think some were.
What they haven't released, and the Democrats are fighting for, the DOJ is fighting, is to release the transcript audio tape, because you can say
Okay, dude, who
and
cares?
write
If you want an
something
audio
else.
tape, go for it. I don't see how this is a relevant point.
It is
I realistically
relevant.
don't give a fuck.
Why hide it then?
The transcript already has all the fucking information. I don't think you understand
hide
that.
it?
How many times do I have to say it?
Why hide it?
Dude, they're not hiding it, right? You
They are
understand?
hiding. They
No,
refuse to
stop,
give
no.
it. He claimed presidential immunity not to give it. Come on.
Dude. It's actually unbelievable. You understand that it's literally the same fucking thing. That
It's
there's
not-
no difference between the transcripts and between the audio. Literally no difference.
Totally, they are.
How is that? What's the difference? What's the
Again,
difference?
Have you ever
Answer the question. What is the difference?
The difference is that you write something that could be mistranslated from what the person actually said.
Mistranslated? We're not speaking in different
other words,
languages.
You cannot go over there and write.
It's verbatim what they said. That's
No,
literally what the transcript is.
But you can't write it the way he said it.
What?
You cannot write it the way it came out from his mouth.
Oh my lord, bro!
How she interpreted
Oh my gosh. Okay, why don't they release the Twitter drafts of Trump on January 6th?
They did.
They haven't
Elon
yet.
Musk released them.
They have not released the Twitter drafts
he did.
from January
He
6th.
Can you give
released
us a source for that?
Elon Musk released them when he
Can you
purchased.
give us a source for
They
that?
literally can't.
Yeah, look up Elon
They can't
Musk
yet.
and January 6 files.
Yeah, the Twitter files did not include
Yes.
the
Yes.
private drafts from Donald Trump's Twitter account.
Yes.
The Twitter files specifically included emails between the FBI and Twitter employees.
Electrocution or shark? Which one?
Everything that Trump
So
said.
you're just lying. I want you to go
I'm
on
not
pause.
lying.
and
You-
then go on pause and find a source. Come back, tell me what it is, so I could open
I
it
don't
on my laptop.
listen. I don't. You know that Elon. Musk
Oh, you don't
will
want to
be
find the
voted over.
source because there's no facts. Oh, you're scared. Oh.
One more thing. The
So,
document-
is this you pivoting around, providing me a source for your claims because you know one doesn't exist because you know you're lying?
There is one.
Then go on pause and find it. Oh.
When Elon Musk purchased.
Oh, this is not you telling me what to look up on my laptop to find the particular
Look
source
at
you're
this.
referencing.
overtalk. Pretty soon you're gonna yell out, "Hey, thank you for very much for $100. Thank you." You know that's the biggest con that you guys.
You're gonna cause it to happen, Index.
You guys
He's about to cause it. He doesn't even realize.
You don't know what you
look
just
at this.
did.
Watch it. You're about to see.
Index.
You
don't know what
guys
you
are
just
the
did, bro.
biggest cons. Hey, what happened to
you don't know
Harry?
what
Is
you
Harry
just
in
did.
jail? Is Harry in jail?
Harry was literally live yesterday with like 11,000 people. What do you mean? Where is Harry?
I thought because he
Liberal,
disappeared.
thank you so much for the had a mustache.
He never disappeared.
and
He was
love.
literally live yesterday.
He's disappeared off of Twitter.
What? He's tweeted like literally like an hour ago.
He's
Joshua, thank you for the
gone.
$10. Thank you so much, Joshua.
He's gone unless he's blocking people because they.
No, he's been tweeting all day. What are you talking about? Falling, thank you for the Garland.
The kid got himself in so much trouble. He looks like he's gonna go to jail soon.
No, he's not. What are you talking about, dude? What is this guy saying?
Dude, you're
You guys-
delusional. You've
don't
lost
you
the plot.
fear-
You've
listen,
actually lost the plot. You've
He's-
legitimately
he's
lost
lost?
the plot.
All the lies that you have told about Trump.
Bob, thank you so much for the corgi. I appreciate you.
What
for
lies? What lies?
Aren't you afraid that when his case when
Give
he
me the
becomes
corgi.
president that he doesn't have a lawyer and come back and start suing you guys for defamation?
You think that he's gonna come sue us for defamation? For what? What do we defame him
Yeah,
on?
what claim have we made
You've
about
been
him that's
accusing him
false?
for rape. You have been accusing
So he
him
was
for
held
rape
civilly
for-
liable for
That's how it's defined legally in New York State. Jason, thank you so much for the $10.69. Mike, thank you for the train. Right up his
Again,
alley. Thank
you
you so
didn't
much. I
answer.
appreciate the corgi. Thank you.
Yeah. You didn't answer the question when I said, if a person is guilty of a crime, would he put up a bond for $100 million to prove his innocent?
What? Taylor, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. Yeah?
He would?
Yeah? Because
Yeah,
no
he
one can
would.
do it. He needs to incentivize it so much. The best lawyers in the world couldn't do it.
Tara, thank you for the $10 on Venmo
Answer
for
the
the
Sarah,
apartment
thank you for the
fund.
$5 from the DNC. Colin,
Tara,
thank you for the
so much
dollar.
for the $10 on Venmo. That's going straight to the
Answer
apartment
the
fund. I
question.
appreciate you, Tara. And Elizabeth with the $50 on Venmo. Yo!
Aline,
Let's
thank you for the
go!
$10 on
Let's
Venmo.
go!
Thank you so much, Aline.
Oh my God, Elizabeth, thank you so much for the
Ridley,
love
thank you
chat.
for the hand art.
Please, right now, I want to
Yo,
see
W Elizabeth.
100 W Elizabeths in the comment section for the $50 on Venmo. That is also going straight to the apartment fund. Thank you so much for the love.
Yo, Elizabeth, thank you for the $50 on Cash App, not the 100. Thank you for the $50. Yeah, I only said 100 because you said 100. Thank you so
guys
much,
are
Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Let's get at least a W Elizabeth, 100 W Elizabeth in the chat right now.
Thank
Holy
you
shit.
so much.
How come you guys get more money than what Joe Biden is getting right now? Because Joe Biden
Joe Biden is
Not even close.
significantly
Joe
Yeah, push
Biden
the
had
train.
a $90 million pullback from his backers. Just pulled back $90 million.
Can you give me a source?
How could you guys have more money?
Will, thank you for the $2 from the DNC. Thank you so much. We
Is
don't
it-
have more money.
It was all
Wait,
over.
That's
if
such a lie.
Biden-
Index,
it was all
I
over
fucking wish.
CNN.
I wish we had more money. I wish.
Listen, you
Hey,
guys,
if Biden got a $90 million pullback, then like essentially anyone would have more money, right? Even like people in like great debt, right, would be actively, making less.
The entire
losses.
chat has more money than Joe Biden. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I think that's like this logic here. It just fails. I'm ready to, dude. I've talked to this guy so many times before. He's pretty delulu.
You have? I didn't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yo,
all right.
Jake, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love.
Let's get up another
Let's
person.
go.
If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now, and I'll bring you up.
I had to.
Yo, oh my God. Is that from Emily? I want to check out the name. Emma with the $50 on PayPal from Index's mom. Thank you so
Yo,
much for
W?
the love, Emma. Yo, chat, let's get 100 W Emmas in the chat for the $50 on PayPal from your mom, Index. Your mom just sent me $50.
Yeah, right.
She just, $50. W Emma, W Index's mom. Thank you.
You guys are con artists. So when Trump
How?
wins,
Wait, we're the con artists and not Trump?
no, you guys are the con artists.
The fraudster, the defamer, the sexual abuser. He's not the con artist, but it's definitely these liberal kids on the internet.
How much time in jail you think you guys are gonna get?
Zero. Thank you for the
I
corgi. Thank you
think-
so much. How much time in jail do you think Trump's gonna get for the insurrection charges?
Yeah, none. That kid is
34
already-
felonies.
that kid-
Life. Look at him in life. The rest of his life.
That,
Yeah,
that
how come
case
how come you
is
think that
falling
we
under-
Janine, thank you for the $5 from the DNC. Thank you so
I'd
much,
love
Janine.
to I'd love to ask a question. How come you think we're criminals and deserve jail time, even though there's no reason to suggest this? But Trump isn't a criminal and doesn't deserve jail time, even though he was criminally convicted of 34 felonies.
Lindsay, thank you for the $3.
Crystal, thank you for the $5.
Because
Answer that question, bucko.
Dexton, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much on Venmo. Thank you so much, Dexton.
Knowing how a crook Joe Biden is 50 years in the government using the CIA that's known for...
Okay, wait, Parker, I'm going to ask him a great question. Prepare for this. So I'm going to go ahead and pass you the mic. I want you to convince us all that this isn't a fringe conspiracy theory by giving us reason to believe the shit that's spewing out of your mouth.
Baxter, thank you so much for the corgi.
You're going to do... I didn't understand what you said.
Yeah, so you're saying that Biden controls the CIA, and that's what led to 34 felonies.
Absolutely.
Ren, thank you for the $4 on Venmo. So what we're
Listen.
going to do is we're going to go on mute, and we're going to sit back while you explain to us exactly why this isn't a fringe conspiracy theory.
Okay. First of all, let's just talk about the 51 CIA agents that lied for them, that the laptop was Russian information. Let's put that on the side. Let's put...
Wait, can you show me evidence that they said that they lied?
Yes, they lied. They said they called it Russian information.
That doesn't mean that they knew it was wrong. Jake, thank you for the boxing glove. Thank you so much.
Listen,
Trump lied about the election over and over again.
They
Jacob, thank you for the
all
$5 for Index is
I
more
thought you was
annoying
gonna let me
than
talk.
Dean. Oh my.
I thought you was going to let me talk. Either you let me talk. Come on.
Ian, thank you for the $6.66 over Venmo from Index's dad's. Oh, I'm not gonna read that one up.
So Biden's people lied, and he gave one of them a job to work for him. So let's
give me a
put that on the
source?
side. Let's put that on the side.
Can I have a
It's
source?
National security. The person in charge of national security, which was the guy that went around and got all 51 of these guys to lie and say it was Russian disinformation. Let's put that on the side.
Can I get a source? Thank you, Megan, for the $5 from Index's dog.
You can Google that. Every news station will bring that up. Laptop.
Can you just give me one?
Laptop.
No, give me one
Russian disinformation.
No, I want you to give me the source that they specifically lied, and then he gave him gave
CNN,
them like places on his administration after.
CNN and
Go on, pause, find the title and the author of the
hold on one
source.
second.
Right, like, dude, come on, please. In the meantime, guys, make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 500,000 likes. How you feeling, Parker?
Absolutely horrendous.
By the way, guys, for everyone that donates to me for the next week, it's all going to be going towards an apartment fund. I'm getting my first place all on my own, no roommates or anything. So I got to go build from the ground up, furnish it all, pots, pans, etc. So everything for the next week going to the apartment fund, y'all.
How long are you going to have this apartment for? Think of the confetti, thank you. Like, how long are you going to sign a lease for?
Well, I'm probably just going to do on an annual basis reoccurring. Yeah. But where I'm at, I'm like, so when I lived at home, of course, I relied on my parents. And for the last year, my roommates kind of brought everything. So now I need to, like, go from the ground.
Oh, dude, that's so rough, dude.
Yeah.
You just used all your roommate stuff? That's so unfortunate, dude.
I mean, it was really nice because my one roommate was
Dean's so cheap that he would wait.
Well, no, it's just like my one roommate brought.
No, like Dean, you have the ability. You have the ability to get stuff. And you're like, I'm still going to use theirs because I don't want to spend money.
Well,
Dean is like hyper specific about spending money.
Yeah, I'm very, very cautious with it. But, now I got to do everything from the ground up. So that's going to be fun.
All right, let's get another person up. If you're voting for Trump, make sure to send a guest request right now. Oh, you want to hear someone scream at you?
No, I'm not even going to scream. I just wanted to be the first one to tell you guys that President Biden is stepping down and his speech has already been drafted. That's all I wanted to say. If you want a source, go to townhall.com. Thank you. Bye.
I mean, I hope he steps down.
Based. That'd be so based.
That means who you going to work for, guys?
Wait, you think we work for Biden?
Who you going to work for?
You think we work for Biden?
I still want to know.
Dude, we work for the DNC. Whoever is the candidate, we're just going to work with them.
Besides your apartment, save money for bail.
Wait, dude, dude, we work with the DNC, so why would we lose our job if Biden's out?
You're not going to lose your job.
The Illuminati and the DNC will still be there. Don't worry, we'll get our Taylor Swift checks.
Oh, yo, could you give me mod perms so I could invite this person who says that it's been proven that I work for the DNC? If that's
okay. Yeah, dude, I got you.
They say it's been proven.
Let me give you the power. Let me give you superpowers. Look at that, superpowers right there. Granted.
There's so much information on the internet that shows you guys are being paid. Your Monday morning.
Can you give us any source? Bonnie, thank you for the $3. Thank you so much.
Monday morning scripts that show that you guys get a written script from the White House on what to say.
From the White House. Dude, the conspiracies, they're growing every day.
Yeah.
Every day
Monday
they're growing.
Morning, focus
now we got White House scripts sent to us every day.
Dexton, thank you for the $20 on Venmo for the apartment fund. I appreciate you for the love.
I can't even
notice that my name is index card. That's Joe Biden.
Thank you so much, Dexton.
Can't speak to people without index cards.
You know, quite literally, what saved Trump's life was the fact that he was reading off a teleprompter.
Yeah. Jeez. Wow. But what would have saved?
So you should like teleprompters, else your guy would not be here anymore.
Are you sure? I thought he was looking at.
He was looking at a teleprompter. That's what he said himself.
I thought that he was looking at the chart behind him.
No.
No,
the chart would have made him turn, so he would have gotten hit on the left side, not the right. He was looking straight. That's why.
No, he was looking at the guy that was getting ready to shoot him, so he wanted to make sure he got him under ear, right?
What? No, dude. He was just looking at a teleprompter. He talked about how he was looking over at other information on the teleprompter, and then he got really lucky. He said he was saved by God.
So, do you believe that he got shot, or that he set it up?
Absolutely. I don't believe he set it up.
No, Dean. How about you, Dean? Did you?
We were like the first people coming on here saying that it wasn't staged.
Well, I mean, in the same way that you think E. Jean Carroll's a liar because there's a TV show with a
it's staged. It's so staged.
I think that Donald Trump is a liar and it was staged because there's an episode of the show called.
He used a ketchup packet. Okay, it was a ketchup packet.
Leah, thank you for the $3 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love.
Wrote a book that was a total failure. She accused Trump of an incident where if anybody accused you, you're going to deny it. He denied it. She turned around.
No, Trump used a ketchup packet. Prove me wrong.
Yeah,
okay.
Trump used a ketchup packet. Yeah, because it was the same plot line as in the episode from The Limitless.
Heinz, the greatest ketchup. Trust me, it looked very great.
Hey, Dean, if I accuse you of dating Pete Parker, what would you say to that?
People already say that all the time.
Probably like laughing.
You're delusional.
Okay. But normally you would have said, if I said it to you in your face, you would say, "Get the hell out of here! You fucking lied." I
would just say you're delusional and laugh.
Yeah, just point and laugh.
The same way that she
point and laugh, boys. Point and laugh.
She accused Trump of something. Trump turns around and says, "There's no freaking way. She's not even my type." She turns.
But then he confused her for his ex-wife. Yeah. So what is it?
Makes total sense, dude. He's so coherent.
Incoherent.
He's incoherent. Thank you for the confetti. Thank you.
Unlike Biden, Trump flies.
Can't answer your question.
One state to the next.
Can you answer my question? So Trump said that E. Jean Carroll wasn't his type, and he confused E. Jean Carroll for his ex-wife. So is it either the case that his ex-wife isn't his type, or is it the case that he's just a liar and just incoherent as fuck?
If she would have been his type, he would have still been married to her.
And if she was his type,
wait, do you think that people when they divorce they just immediately stop finding the other person attractive?
Why would they get divorced if it?
Dude, this guy, he cheated on her.
What?
He cheated on her.
Your father cheated on your wife, on your mother. I mean, why is that different? Didn't your father cheat on your mother?
No. What the fuck? What?
He did.
Dude, what?
You know it's true. Look at your face. You're all red now. Come on.
I'm not red. I'm confused why you would say that. Are you normalizing cheating?
True.
I know, because remember, Parker, he just assumes things with no
Listen,
reason.
you keep bringing up
he
something
just assumes things to be true with like literally no
happened
reason.
to you.
Like, I think it's just as likely that the shit you hold to be true, these fringe conspiracy theories, they're no different than like flat earthers in my mind, or people that think that like when we all die, we go to like a Pokemon heaven. Like there's no different. Like you were literally. So I have a 6-year-old nephew, and he goes to pre-K, and like he plays like imagination and like pretend with his friends. It's super cute. It's wholesome. It's endearing.
Think of the hand.
You're just like them, but
imagination.
7 years older.
Imagination.
Like you just never grow up.
Diarrhea of the mouth, and answer one question for me.
Diarrhea of the mouth. That was funny.
Yes.
Okay. Also, Jesse, thank you for the $25 on Venmo for the apartment from the DNC. Thank you so much for the love, Jesse. Massive W Jesse's, guys.
If
Thank you. For
if you did something, if you did a grape like you accused Trump of, would you put up $100 million to prove your innocence?
Adrian, thank you so much
Adrian,
for the
thank you for the
$10. Thank you so
$10.
much. Oh my God, you ask the same questions over and over again, bro.
But I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Dean answer the
So
question.
what I would do, yes,
Lane, thank
of
you
course
for
I would put
the
a bail.
$1.
Of course.
You would put it
I
up?
actually have a, yeah, I would. of
Yeah,
course.
if you were not guilty, would you give up your DNA?
Yeah, that's the question that I was going to ask. Okay, so here are your two options. A woman accuses you of grape. We're going to assume that you're an innocent man. You have two buttons sitting in front of you. If you press the first button, you provide your DNA, and your innocence is proven, and you're let go. If you press the second button, you pay $100 million. You're labeled as a grapist, and it really impacts your life in negative ways. Which button are you going to press?
Well, before I answer your question, and I keep asking the same questions. You guys have never been in court, so
okay,
you don't.
if you don't answer the question, I'm going to
you
kick
don't
you
know
off my
the diff-
stream. Index,
you
you
don't-
have literally 2 seconds to answer his question.
What was the question again?
Okay, a woman accused you of grape and you're an innocent man, okay? You have two options. Option number one, provide your DNA, your innocence is proven, done deal. Option number two, pay out hundreds of millions of dollars to her in defamation suits because you said that you didn't grape her, pay out millions of dollars in legal fees, sit in a courtroom for 2 years and be labeled as a grapist by a lot of the people that you think should care about you.
Okay.
Which option are you going to choose here?
If my lawyer tells me to go over there and provide my DNA, which he did at the end, and the judge refused to take it.
No, he did it after he was able to bring it in when he had multiple years to bring his DNA in. And he chose not to until literally the point in which he could not have brought it in.
Yeah, because the judge said that he was no longer accepting evidence. Being
Yeah.
surprised that the judge didn't accept Trump's evidence is like going to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and being
If the
surprised that you
judge
don't
was-
get served.
Hey, I am
If the
surprised
judge
on
was
Sundays.
looking for true justice, he would have accepted the DNA.
Thank you for the cap.
If
No,
my
because
lawyer,
it's a law. It's not just law, but it's also order. Right?
No.
So businesses have very strict rules and regulations, and a business in this sense functions just like a courtroom. Courtrooms have very strict rules and regulations. When a judge sets a precedent that Trump had 2 years to provide his DNA to the court, but then after this particular point that was made well known prior, right, that he was no longer going to accept any new evidence, of course it's the case that he's not going to accept any new evidence. This is like going to a closed business and being mad when they don't unlock the door for you. This is like, it's crazy to assume that the judge should have accepted Trump's DNA when he was provided with 2 years to do so and only attempted to after the judge had told him that they weren't going to accept any more evidence from the prosecution or the defense. In fact, I think that this is nothing more than a mere political move by Trump to sway individuals into thinking just as you are right now. It's also the case that this refutes a lot of arguments insofar as why Trump didn't provide it during the first 2 years because he quote-unquote didn't have to, that DNA could have been used to link him to other crimes. Well, Trump didn't care about that because he tried to provide it after the cutoff. So ultimately speaking, my main point is, no, we shouldn't be surprised that the judge didn't accept his DNA, and this was nothing more than him upholding his boundaries, rules, and regulations in the courtroom.
the main point is that when you accuse of a crime, it's not your job to say that you're not guilty. It's their job to prove that you're guilty.
Yeah, not only was there a preponderance
He
of
didn't
evidence,
have
but we're
to
also
show-
given good reason
He didn't
due
have
to the
to
fact
show.
that he didn't provide DNA.
He didn't have to show any DNA. It was their job to prove that he
Oh my
did. the
God,
crime.
he didn't have to, but if he wanted to prove his innocence and make sure that he wasn't held legally responsible and so that he didn't have to deal with court problems, he would have given up his DNA because it clearly would have showed he was innocent if he had never met her before.
Yeah. And that will be brought up in the new case that he
Oh
put.
God,
$100
what
million
legitimate
on.
grounds are they appealing on?
They're appealing on many. They have many grounds. Many, like for the fact that evidence were taken into the case that had nothing to do with her case.
The Access Hollywoods is not unprecedented when it related.
It is
It
unprecedented.
related specifically to his state
Every
of mind.
legal scholar has said that the case is
Give me one.
unprecedented.
Give me one.
There's many of them out there. There's what
Give me one.
Alan Dershowitz has said it many
Alan
times.
Dershowitz?
Yeah.
Wait.
Mark Levine. Mark Levine has said
Give me a
times.
source. Give me a source.
Mark
dude.
Levine. You know who Mark Levine is?
Wait, please. I want to hear a source.
Do you know Mark Levine?
I don't know Mark Levine.
Yeah. Well, Mark Levine is very famous legal scholar. He's said it many times.
Give a source. Give a source. Give a source.
What are you talking about? Look up Mark Levine.
No.
The American broadcaster.
Yeah. He's an American broadcaster, but he's also a constitutional scholar, has written many books on the Constitution, and he would know more than the scripts that you get.
Wait, where'd you get that he said this?
What do you mean?
The scripts that I get, bro? That's actually crazy.
I don't know. We already went over this. No,
Wait,
it's
what evidence do you have that he's a scholar?
Dean, do
Dane.
you ever wonder why you don't have a girlfriend yet at your age?
I mean, I do have a girlfriend.
Dean literally does.
No.
Index card. Do you wonder why your kids don't like you at this age?
Paying money to a girl is not your girlfriend. It's a hooker.
Oh wait, so you'll accept that I paid money, but you won't accept that Trump did?
That's so
also,
crazy.
that was an insane comment at the end there with a.
That was an insane comment. Like what?
What the fuck?
That was true. When you guys went to Vegas, what do you think you guys did? You think what you do in Vegas?
We tried to gamble, but we couldn't because Dean was too young.
Yeah, and then when you couldn't gamble.
Yo, Ashana, thank you for the $50. Shut up. Ashana with the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love. Let's get some massive W Ashanas in the comment section. I really appreciate you for the love. Massive W Ashanas. Let's get at least 100 W Ashanas for the $50. That is so incredibly kind of you. I thank you. Hey, real quick.
They give the money.
So first of all,
$50 was for you to get another hooker.
First of all, hey, I'm hot as shit. If you had a daughter or a granddaughter that was my age, she'd probably be swooning over me. I just, want to clarify. Yeah. And also, these comments about paying women, like saying, making these comments about like paying women and that being like a HOOKER. Let's not demean women. All right. Let's not associate like a negative connotation.
Ariel, think of the dollar.
With this field of work. And let's also just not make baseless assumptions. I think it's quite funny though. So just to clarify, you think I pay women to engage in sex with me, then cover it up publicly without no evidence, but then you actually reject that that's exactly what Trump did to get convicted of 34 felonies.
Trump didn't pay her to have intercourse just to hide the story.
Yes.
And you know what she said? She said that it was a bad experience.
Yeah, the reason that you keep bringing that up, Trump, is because people accuse other people of the things they do. So you accuse Trump because that's what you've
I don't accuse Trump, but we have evidence that Trump is guilty, and you don't accept it.
What's your evidence?
The jury determinations, the extensive it's the extensive information that was shown in them, the evidence, right? You don't accept the criminal nor the civil cases, regardless of whether or not it's beyond a reasonable doubt or preponderance of the evidence. You don't accept anything. You just bring up conspiracies and MAGA lunatic nonsense.
Are you telling me that no one has ever been convicted of a crime, sat
Holy
in jail
shit, it's so fucking unlikely.
And been innocent?
Oh my god, you would accept the 4% rather than the 96%. Unbelievable.
That's 4% to you?
Yes, 4% of people on death row are innocent. That's typically the information we have that indicates what people are innocent.
There's a lot of people that have sat.
We're talking about a rich white man who has money, like literally a rich white man who's straight, and you're gonna fucking bro. Dean, you're okay. I was not saying that. Gar, appreciate the hand art.
There's a lot of people sitting in jail that have been convicted for crime that they didn't commit.
Oh my god, it is unlikely to happen with a white, cis, straight, rich man in America.
Also, your logic here fails for the reason that I could just say, oh, there's been murderers that have been found to be innocent after a criminal conviction. Does this mean that all murderers that were found guilty are innocent? Or I could just basically assume that any particular murderer, such as Jeffrey Dahmer, is innocent? No.
You could only assume
because what you're doing here is you're appealing to the possibility over the probability, and this is a big issue.
I just got age restricted. I'm gonna cry.
It's possible.
For misinformation?
Oh.
You got hit for misinformation, see?
No, I got a restriction for No, dude, this happens all the time.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to head over mine? What do you want to do?
You guys got hit for misinformation. I don't know why
you can go and I'll just send them to you if it happens. Index, you got to be trolling, bro. It's probably because of you. It literally is probably because of you. I'm not trolling.
No. It's because you guys misinformation, give out misinformation every night. I don't know how.
Literally you, bro. Maze, thank you for the $50 on Venmo. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Maze. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Love. Let's go, W Maze. Also, Maze, your comment there's fucking hilarious.
That's
I love you.
crazy.
Thank you. No, Maze
Crazy.
is awesome. She's in the Discord, and she works at a club. She's awesome. We love you, Maze.
She works at what club? Scores?
What's that?
Does she work at Scores?
No.
Maze?
So she's particularly a stripper, and she said that you couldn't afford an escort if you wanted to.
I would want an escort.
Get dunked on. She ate you up, bro.
I love you. I love you, Maze.
I would
love
want.
Amy, I appreciate the coral. Thank you so much.
And then I'd be like you guys. I wouldn't want an escort. I've been married for 43 years. I don't need an escort.
Why does your following list look like that then?
What? My following what?
Your following list? You know it's public.
Yeah, right. What's my following list?
Have you looked at it?
Yeah, there's nothing on my list. I'm as clean as they come.
Really? So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna find anything?
Nothing.
Well, it's just because you're private. Fuck. I was taking the gamble.
Nothing. You find nothing on me. I'm as clean as they come.
I bet if you make it public then right now.
Clean as
Go make it public.
I
Haley,
can't.
thank you for the $10. Thank you
I
so much.
can't make
Yes, you
it.
can.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
There's other reasons I can't.
Why not?
Because I can't.
Because it's gonna expose you, bro. 10,000
No.
people, you're absolutely following.
Like
all those accounts.
if I wanted to do a search on you and your girlfriend, I could find out everything about you guys. Where you live, everything.
Why'd you
That's
just
kinda
say
like
that?
weird. That's kind of like weird to say.
I'm just saying. There's a
You
reason why
follow
I can't
10,000
do it.
people. How would we know who you're married to?
What?
Why'd you bring that up? What the
That's like-
fuck? That was
that's
so
like-
weird.
that's
You're
like-
like,
that's like-
I could stalk you if I wanted to. I could stalk you so much. I could find where you live. What the fuck are you talking about?
That was just weird.
How do I know that you and
I could find you. You'd probably be on the registry.
how did you and David? How did you and Dee- How did I know that you went to Vegas and you guys ended up hiring escorts?
We didn't. What the fuck, dude? Our girlfriends would kill us. Let alone I would be sad myself. That's crazy.
Thank you for the love, Haley.
Why
Thank you for
you
the love,
think
Haley.
you're getting
Thank you
hit
for the $10 on
with
Venmo.
misinformation? Because you know it's true.
Because
Can
of
you give us-
you.
can you give
Index.
us-
Because of you. Literally because of you. I'm not
You
trolling.
know it's true. You
Hey,
didn't
no.
even deny it.
Hey, Index.
No, I do not
You
engage in
didn't
that
even deny
misinformation,
it.
bro.
You turned red. Same thing. How did I know?
I'm
that
not
your
even red.
father cheated? How did I know your father cheated on your mother?
That didn't happen. You literally are just making shit up.
Yeah, he's just
like
delusional.
every MAGA conspiracy
Come
lunatic.
on.
Are you
You-
projecting?
You guys are.
So I just want to clarify what Index
Yeah,
is doing
Index.
here
Index.
real
Your
quick.
wife has cheated on you.
Come on, guys.
I just want to clarify what Index is doing here. So he supports Biden. He supports Trump.
He supports Biden. Yes, he does. Look at
we
that.
we support Biden, and we are asking him why he's voting for Trump. He's giving us these bullshit reasons. We're showing him how he's like how there's no critical thought, no.
We're
reason, no
intellectually
evidence to support his
dog walking him
beliefs.
over and over again.
And then his response, instead of being like,
haven't.
"Oh, I need to like hit the drawing board, reconsider what I believe in, or at least try to provide evidence for what I believe in," he's like, "Nah, you guys fucked escorts, and your parents cheated on you."
Yeah, like what?
Like,
Just
dude.
making up shit, bro.
You're like, dude, stop
I
being
support-
emotional. You're
I
why men
support
commit
Trump
95%
that's-
of violent crimes. Like, get a grip, bro.
Listen,
just
I support
engage in
Trump,
critical thought. That's all that we're
who
asking.
is a
here, man.
presidential candidate. You support Biden, that is not even going to be a presidential candidate.
Okay.
What?
We would prefer Biden over Trump, but if Biden's not going to be the candidate,
Biden is not going to become
if
president.
Like,
Biden
that's
is
probably
if
gonna-
Biden
You know what?
is not the if Biden is not the
Kamala
candidate,
Harris is not
thank
gonna be
you.
president.
Thank the life. Thank
yeah, like
God
y'all are acting like
that I don't
Biden
believe
stepping down and someone else running is
Would be like a
bad
bad
thing for us.
thing.
That's like a
What?
great thing because
They don't-
Biden
listen,
sucks.
They don't
That's
want
why.
Kamala Harris, but because the money is in her name, they have to put her in. Otherwise, they would have replaced her with someone with a lot more qualifications. But
Like who?
Like JD Vance. Oh, no qualifications.
They-
Quit the
they would've-
qualifications.
Literally
argument,
zero
buddy.
qualifications, bro. He's been in Congress for like a year.
2 years,
been there for-
junior Senate.
That's
listen,
unbelievable.
Yo, Bridget, thank you for the $10 on Venmo.
has
I appreciate
done
you for the
more
love.
than
Massive
Kamala
W,
Harris.
Bridget, for Trump's ear bandage. Oh, yeah. Hey, do you walk around with one of those ear bandages on? How do you feel about that trend? How do you feel about that?
Cult-like behavior, not present. No one can detect it.
That was so funny. And think you guys you should give up your day job and become comedians.
And I don't have to when everyone's already laughing in the comment section. I already am one.
Yeah,
We're laughing at you. That's the joke. You're the joke today, Index. You're the joke today.
Yeah, you're our content material for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah. You're just mad because I busted you guys for your Vegas trip.
Yeah, this guy's so delusional.
I mean, come on. That's actually pretty
This is the same guy that believes it's contradictory for Harry Sisson to quote Sotomayor and then also to say that he condemns political violence. This is the guy. This is the guy typing on Twitter in Harry's comment section.
Hey, Dean.
Gabriel, thank you for the $2. He said, Harry Sisson per prison. Harry Sisson for prison.
Dean, did you tell them why you need your own apartment?
No. Do you want me to?
Yeah.
It's because my lease with my roommates ran up.
Yeah. And come on.
That's it. My lease with my roommates ran up. They got other apartments.
Tell the truth. Come on.
That's the truth. I don't. What else are you looking
Tell the
for?
truth.
The DNC moved him out to a new house.
I don't know what he's looking for. That's actually
You live at the Illuminati layer, Dean. The Illuminati layer. That's where you live.
Dean
we have a bat cave. We have a bat cave. Did you know that? The bat cave. Did you know?
Yes.
His roommates got tired of him watching them every time they brought their girlfriends over. And Dean would be watching underneath the bed sheets. Come on. Tell the truth why they tell you to leave.
Index, you probably pay people money to send you videos. I don't want to hear it. You go on OnlyFans. Guaranteed. You spend money on OnlyFans. Index.
You need your own girlfriend.
Index, how much money have you spent on OnlyFans in the past few months?
Only what?
I doubt you don't know what OnlyFans. You definitely know what it is.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, buddy. I would put money you do.
I don't know what you're talking about. English.
Is that what you tell your wife?
Tell me some English. Come on.
God.
Come up with something in English. What?
Oh, you're acting like you don't know. That's crazy.
Yo, dude. Honestly, Parker, I don't hear you get down in the nitty gritty and roast people too much. But see, I like this. This is Dark Parker right here, ladies and gentlemen. Like Dark Brandon, we got Dark Parker over here.
Parker is upset because I exposed him with his parental problems at home when his parents.
Have you seen what's on your hard drives?
Yeah, I've seen one.
Yeah, I hacked into them. I know exactly what are on the hard drives. You know, CP, they don't let you have that legally. You know that, right?
You know that you don't need hard drives today. You have the cloud.
Why didn't?
Why did you just say that and not deny it? Holy shit!
Fuck?
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Dude!
Bro, you're joking.
My hard drive. Who uses hard drives?
Bro,
anymore?
you're joking.
Who use hard drives anymore?
Dude, you said I go to the cloud for that one. What?
I said I don't.
This guy's
have a
so
hard drive.
crazy.
People use
This guy's so
cloud.
crazy. He didn't even deny it.
Oh my God! You make
Index, you deny it?
the same way you make up lies about Trump.
I literally have a hard drive right now, by the way.
That's because you're what, 20 years old again? That's how old you
I'm
are?
22.
I got underwear
Index, I have a
older than
question.
22.
Do you know how to like send an email?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
You want me to send you an email?
to be
I
fair, like
you want me to send
he
you
did
an
figure
email
out
to
how to
your
download
email address?
TikTok and join a TikTok live. Like I
bet
will say, like all the boomers who come up in the guest requests, I'd put them a foot ahead of like the average 60, 70-year-old.
They at least sent a request.
Yeah, like you know.
I bet you by tomorrow I could have both of your emails and I'll email.
And I'll give you my email right now.
No, you don't have to give it to
I have
me.
a business email, hello@deanwithers.com.
Yeah, my business
I'll have your
email.
personal email.
My business email is
I don't want
parkergetaJobbusiness@gmail.com.
No.
Bro, you need to get a cool one like me. I have hello@deanwithers.com.
Listen,
You need to get you a cool one like that.
I'm gonna go to your personal emails. You don't even have to give them to me.
What's
Really?
my last name?
Yep.
What's my last name?
I'll tell you when you get my email.
I literally
Dean fucking Withers.
Dean fucking Withers. I publicize this everywhere, and you're literally threatening to dox and to find private information on both me and Parker. But meanwall, you don't
I'm
even know
not
my
gonna
last name. That is more
Index,
public.
I'm not
Listen,
scared of you, dude. I've
I'm not
had
gonna
a manic
disclose your
individual after me for a few
Listen,
bit.
Yeah, we have worse,
not-
buddy. We have had bigger threats than you.
Listen,
buddy.
no threats, because the beauty of it is when Trump wins, that you guys will get sued for all the
Why doesn't Trump just sue
Sued
us
for
now?
disinformation.
Why doesn't Trump just
He's
sue us
running
now?
he's running for presidency. The last
So
thing
he's gonna have more time when he is president.
when he's
Come on.
president.
Oh, I
he's
mean, he
gonna
did
be able
spend
to-
like $144 million on private golf trips last time, so he might have some time to sit down, drink a diet Coke, eat some McDonald's at Mar-a-Lago, and tell his lawyers to sue me. He might even talk shit about us on X.
It's
So.
gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Get a grip.
No threat.
Sued for spreading facts, and this isn't
Yeah.
fascism. Yeah, totally, bro. Get a
Yeah, if it was true, no one would put up money to go over there and defend himself like that. He would have walked away.
The one pro.
He
the
would have
following
walked away.
Fucker.
Why put up money? He would just walked away, especially once they raised it up to 100, which is outrageous. How do you take a defamation case and then
Preston, thank you for the $1.11. Thank you so much.
Oh,
They said, so when are you going to come clean about this Vegas trip?
listen? I
So
got
the DNC is at your door right now. The DNC is at your door. You better go answer.
Sandra, thank you so much. FBI, open up!
Thanks, guys. Remy.
Hey, Index, do you think like violent offenders should be able to own guns?
No, he left.
Aw, he left. Hey, chat, you know when there's an age restriction and it doesn't make the live go down, that our fucking algorithm was absolutely cooked before.
Dude, you can't make this shit up.
This is crazy.
This is man, this is crazy. Oh man,
Like what the hell? How the hell are there still 5,000 people
It's
here?
like 4:30. How long have I been? How long have you been live, Parker?
Barely over 2 hours.
Okay, so I'm like 3 hours deep. Okay, I'll do like another hour.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Amber, hello. Okay, bye, Amber.
I started so
Bye.
late today.
Yeah, dude, I had I was driving until 3 a.m. last night. I started late too. I was real tired.
Delusional Dean. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Kid.
24.
Wow.
Are you voting Trump?
I am.
Why so?
Because all of his policies have been successful.
Can you name one?
I see the border policy.
Name one border policy that he passed.
Securing the border. That's one he passed.
That's not a border bill. He
Okay, can I ask you a question?
That's not a policy though.
It
But can I ask
actually
you
is
a
pretty
question?
close to the name of a policy called
What
the
has
Secure the
Biden
Border
done that's
Act,
successful in this
but
country?
this is
That's
the
not the
one
one
that
he
he
passed.
shot down.
Yeah.
What has Biden done successful in this country?
He's passed some of the most monumental legislation in modern U.S. history. The Chips
Yeah,
and
the
Science
infrastructure
Act,
bill that was
the
bipartisan, the
Infrastructure
Chips and Science Act that brought us to 20%, that's going to bring us to 20% global production of chips and brought back U.S. manufacturing jobs. The PACT Act, which expands veteran access to health care for veterans that are exposed to burn pits and toxic substances abroad.
You know what's funny
there was
about
the
that?
Inflation Reduction Act, $35 cap on insulin for seniors. So many things.
You know what's funny about that?
He's
Those
going to
all
put term
under
limits on
Trump's
federal
policies.
judges.
Those all under Trump's policies.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
No,
And let me tell you something.
So you're
Let me
actually
tell you
just sitting on. Wait 1 second. You were actively sitting on live in line. I just want to let you
The
know.
largest investment in renewable energy ever is definitely not Trump's
Okay,
policy,
let's
because it
talk
is the case
about
that Trump
let's
thinks
talk
there's
about
going
the
to be.
Benghazi Act.
Hold up, listen. Trump thinks that there's going to be cooling of the planet, and science just doesn't know it yet. So he knows better than all the PhDs, all the climate scientists in the world, the IPCC, everyone. He's fucking God. He's the chosen one. He knows best.
Really? Because Biden can't even make up a sentence or barely walk up the steps.
Would you vote for Kamala?
I'm gonna take the old man over the.
Hell no, I wouldn't vote for her.
So why would you
Let's
vote
talk
for
about
Kamala?
the Benghazi Act. About
Wait,
the
answer the
soldiers that died
question.
in
Why wouldn't you
Benghazi.
wait? If your
Let's
biggest
talk
issue,
about-
if your biggest issue with Biden is his cognitive capacity, why won't you vote for Kamala?
Because she's a corrupt terrorist.
What? How is she a terrorist?
Let's talk about the Benghazi Act.
Wait,
where
can you
soldiers
answer that
died out
question?
there.
How is
Let's
she?
talk- no, no, no.
How is
How is
Kamala?
she a corrupt?
Benghazi Act.
Wait, no. We're not gonna walk past that. You just said that Kamala is a corrupt terrorist.
How
what
is
the fuck does
Kamala-
that mean? Julie,
how's
thank you for the
Kamala a
$3.
terrorist?
Please accept it. What the hell?
Orbit, I'm listening to you, buddy. How is Kamala Harris a terrorist?
And how is she corrupt? Can you unmute yourself? You
I know
how to-
the corruption point. They'll say that.
He's
about
like,
me.
I'm not voting for her because she's a woman.
Corrupt. You know why?
How is she a terrorist, sir?
She committed a terrorist act against the Taliban. What are you talking about?
Which was?
You should look also at Hunter Biden's.
What act of terrorism?
FBI.
What act of
FBI.
terrorism did Kamala Harris commit?
Sending our troops to Benghazi just to die.
What? She didn't do that.
That was all under Hunter Biden and Kamala
That
Harris.
was not.
You guys need to. You guys are honestly serious about it. You guys need to do your research.
Hunter Biden and Kamala. What?
Hunter Biden and Kamala.
This guy's gotta be trolling. He's gotta be trolling, chat. I don't believe him.
Bro.
Dude, there's no way.
Hunter
lost.
Biden, dude. Like, is this? I bet you. Wait, I'm so sorry. Do you go to Wattpad for your political information?
First of all,
I think that
Bro,
wasn't a credible news
what?
source. You were reading a
hey,
fucking.
can y'all let me
fanfic.
actually talk though?
No,
Yeah,
you're
go for
referencing a fanfic for your political information. So
You guys can only name insulin for Biden's support.
Wait. I know. I mentioned the infrastructure bill that was bipartisan, the Chips and Science Act that brought us to 20% production of global of
Yeah,
chips,
but you also
the Inflation
don't
Reduction
mention-
Act.
But you also don't mention the soldiers killed out and the billions and billions of dollars sent out to Ukraine.
Wait, the soldiers killed. There were more soldiers killed in conflict under Trump's administration. There was more money sent abroad. Not sent abroad. There was more
Biden
money.
said he
There was
didn't
more
kill
money
anybody under his
that was debt-related
administration.
spending under Trump's administration comparative to Biden's administration.
you're talking
Okay.
about the money
When it was under
specifically sent
Trump's
to Ukraine. Do you know what the
administration, look at
Budapest
gas
Memorandum
price.
is?
Look at the inflation was a lot lower. There was
Wait,
more
how-
job
how did
opportunities
Biden
under
cause
Trump's
inflation?
policies.
How did
The
Biden
border
cause
was actually
inflation?
secured. There was
How did
less
Biden cause
illegal
inflation?
immigration.
Hey,
flooding
stop the
this
gish
country
galloping.
than it
Stop
is
the gish
now.
galloping.
How did
Stop the
Biden
gish
cause
galloping.
inflation?
How did Biden cause inflation?
How did Biden cause inflation? Look at the borders. We have to pay for all these illegal immigrants because the borders are
That
wide
wouldn't
open.
cause inflation.
Look at the millions and millions of people getting murdered and raped by illegal immigration.
They commit violent crimes at 4 times
Look
lower
at the
rate than natural-born U.S.
jobs lost by
citizens.
Border
Wait,
Patrol
hey, Orbit.
agencies.
Why is it the
They
case?
commit crimes at a 4 times lower rate, violent crimes at a 4 times lower rate than natural-born U.S. citizens. Not only that, but Trump is literally the criminal and rapist. Not trolling. He said it's undocumented immigrants. It's actually fucking him. He's scapegoating the immigrants for all of the problems of the United States. This is what fascism does. They have to find a scapegoat for a unifying cause. They use the border and undocumented immigrants as that when there's no sufficient evidence to indicate that they're more violent, right, than people that are typically in the United States. They are less violent, actually.
Yeah, my question to you is, why would you say that we should deport an undocumented migrant for raping a U.S. citizen, but we shouldn't, or we
My
should
question
allow
is,
Donald Trump in the Oval
why
Office?
does every Democrat...
Hey, buddy, I'm still talking. So why is it the case that you'd say that we should deport undocumented migrants that rape citizens, but we should allow Donald Trump to be our president, even though he's raped a citizen? Like, don't allow them into the country for raping someone, but do allow Donald Trump into the Oval Office, regardless of raping someone? Explain that to me. Hey, Orbit, click on your profile picture, click the icon of the mic, buddy.
What's 7 plus 1, Dean?
8!
Okay, that was kind of... I just heard like a bark there. Dude.
First of all,
I'm getting like Pomeranian vibes.
First of all,
Dean right
you
now.
guys labeled Trump
Like
found
Dean's
guilty.
a small dog.
but you
Dean's
have
one of
not
those small
checked the
dogs that
news.
barks a
All the
lot.
Charges were dropped.
No, I'm a golden retriever, 110%.
No, you're not, Dean.
Yes,
Dean,
if
you're
I
one
was
of
a
those
dog.
small dogs that barks a lot.
Bro, you're
Hey, Parker,
actually
do you
capping.
realize that?
You're actually capping.
I'm not. I'm being totally serious.
Parker.
You're capping.
Now I need to know what people vote me as. Vote whatever dog you think I am. Type in the comment section. Think of the
No,
picture.
let me
Go
see
for
it.
it, Orbit.
Let me see
Parker,
it
do
too.
you realize you have Trump found guilty, but you haven't checked the news because all of his charges were dropped?
No, lie. So the particular charges that were dropped are referencing.
All of his charges were dropped. That's why he's
No, hey, buddy, hey, Orbit. So the particular charges that were dropped were not referencing the civil liability claim made for rape or the 34 felonies.
I like the husky. I like the husky.
The 34 felonies were dropped. Look at the news. Look at the news. You guys are so blindsided.
No, they were not dropped.
That's why he's not in courthouses anymore, because they were dropped. A judge dropped them all.
No, that is a lie.
That is not a lie. Look at the
flat-out
news.
Lie.
Look
How
at the
much
news. That's
money
why
do you
he's
want to
running,
bet?
and that's why he's going to be
How
president.
much money do you want to
Biden.
bet? How much money do you want to bet?
You don't have money to bet.
Yes,
So
I
you're
do.
sitting at your parents' house talking about a mic because you're some big tough guy.
How much money do you want to bet? I have money to bet. How much money do you want to bet that not all of his charges were dropped?
like a typical Democrat has to bet money to prove his point.
Yeah, put your money where your mouth is, bucko. How much money
No,
do you want
put
to
your
bet that you're
facts
wrong
where
and
your
right?
mouth is, bucko.
So you're not willing to bet money. So you're not confident in your.
I don't need to
claims?
bet money to look on the news, dude.
So you know you won't bet me your money because you know that you're going to end up losing.
You follow CNN.
And you won't put your money where your mouth is. And he left.
Violations guidelines. Let's get on to the next person, everyone. If you're MAGA, type it in the comment section right now, and we'll bring you up. If you're MAGA, I'm really feeling like someone that's gonna scream at us right now. That sounds fun.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really feeling that right now.
Me too. I know. Sometimes you just want it.
Yeah, dude. Maybe that's a little bit toxic, right?
I know. We've kind of adopted these toxic character attributes.
Yeah, like I'm just looking at someone to like verbally abuse me right now. That's so crazy. Like I don't know what I'm doing. There's something wrong with me, chat. I don't know what the internet's done to me. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Are you voting for Trump?
Damn right.
Why so?
Why am I?
Yeah.
He's the GOAT.
The GOAT?
So the greatest of all time is a grapist? The greatest of all
greatest of all time.
So the greatest man that's ever lived is a grapist.
Are you Christian?
Do what?
Are you Christian?
Not really.
Oh, how many? Wait, so say for me, Jesus is not God. Thank you for the confetti.
Do what?
Say for me, Jesus is not God.
You ain't making no sense.
Say for me, Jesus is not God.
I ain't saying that shit, dog.
So
Yeah,
you
no,
do
you're
think
not.
Jesus is God?
So you do. So wait, so who's the greatest of all time again?
Do what?
Who's the greatest of all time again? Who's the GOAT?
The GOAT. Donald J. Trump.
Okay, who has better
Donald
character?
J. Trump is the GOAT, I'm telling you.
Who has better character? Gandhi or MLK?
Are y'all
or
voting
Trump?
Hold on.
No, I'm asking you a question. Who's a better man? Gandhi
Are y'all
or
voting for
Trump?
Biden?
No,
Yes.
he actually believes Donald Trump is better than Jesus. He's the chosen one.
Can you answer my question, Chase? Who has
What?
a better character, Gandhi or MLK or Trump?
I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. I'm the DLK shit. Nah.
What?
What did you just say?
I don't know what the hell you talking about.
What did you call it after that? Okay, Chase. What did you say?
What in the incest?
What in the answer? You look incest. You look inbred as fuck.
I mean, I have blue eyes.
That's probably because your God made us from incest.
I have blue eyes, so like I am like literally the product of like incest somewhere in my family.
Y'all look like brothers.
Maybe lock them doors and turn the lights down.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Okay, no, please. All right.
Damn straight. Damn straight. I
Okay,
just did a
so
great Chase
so
impression.
Chase, can you name me one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that you like?
All I know is Biden don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Neither do you. So, can you name me one policy?
Have you not seen every interview, dude, of Joe Biden? He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He does not need to be the
Did you
president.
vote for Kamala Harris,
I don't know who Kamala Harris is.
the vice president?
What is Trump's first name?
No.
What is Trump's first name?
Deagle.
No, please. What is Trump's first name?
Deagle, dude. It's Deagle, dude.
No, dude. Come on, man. Come
It's
on, man,
Deagle.
Please, bro.
Know that shit.
Please, bro. Please tell me you're not trolling. Please, no.
No, I'm not even joking, dude.
I don't believe you, man.
I'm not even joking, dude.
Trolling.
You've got to be trolling, man.
I'm not trolling.
It didn't even wait. So
Look it up, dude. It's Deagle.
Okay, Chase. Like,
Look it up right now.
Can you just tell me you're not joking real quick, so that at least like I don't go to sleep tonight like terrified for humanity?
No, I'm not joking, dude.
Oh Lord, please. Come on, okay. Well, you got flagged for harassment and bullying. I don't know how you got flagged for harassment and bullying, but we'll see. We'll see. Matt's got some important news, everyone.
Yeah, we got news. So
new news just dropped, everyone. Big news, crazy news, biggest news you've seen. Crazy big news, big news.
So do not be surprised in fact, it's highly likely. Do not be surprised if Saturday, more likely Sunday, but if by Saturday or Sunday, Joe Biden has dropped out of the race.
Yay!
We have multiple reporting, both from the
Kamala, woo! Kamala, woo!
Well, hold on, just wait for a second. It might not even be Kamala. All the reporting is telling us that Biden will give a speech about it. That he's not likely to endorse Kamala Harris. Instead, it'll be like an open convention where multiple people can vie for it. Right now, they're talking about
Bernie, let's go, Bernie!
Was on the list,
Bernie!
I'm going for Newsom myself. I want Newsom.
No, Bernie, bro. You got to be for Bernie, man. He's so based. He's so based,
bro.
If we get Bernie, I'm mandating you by law to do it.
Okay, well, I mean, I remember when like Bernie was running and shit. I was like pretty like Republican, so I only have like bad memories of
Bernie.
Dean, I will debate you 24/7 on that. We will go.
You need to reintroduce me to some of Bernie's policies offline.
Okay, I will.
So
I will convince you. I promise you, I will convince you.
The 3 or 4 people that are being knocked around as the most viable, the ones that would run, would obviously be Kamala Harris. Obviously, it would be Gavin Newsom. It would be Gretchen Whitmer from
Maggie, think of the $4.20.
Michigan, and who's the other one? And Josh Shapiro from.
So Bernie wasn't even listed. Wow.
No.
I mean, I want someone that's
Bernie
younger though.
listed. They said Bernie might, but Bernie doesn't really have like an inclination to run because I mean he's at the same age as Joe Biden, and so
I don't even care, bro.
I do.
I know you don't care. I'm just
Bernie,
saying.
please.
Bro, Parker, come on. We got to get some younger blood in there. Absolutely, I believe that.
See, I care more about the policy, man. He's not even like incoherent. He's totally there.
I agree, but I'm just saying. And the reason why, chat, that this is more likely to care is since Tuesday, the very people who had the chance to convince Joe Biden have now come out. Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Obama just today was saying that basically he was saying it privately, but it got leaked, obviously, and saying Joe Biden, should seriously consider. Jamie Raskin sent a letter to him. Joe Biden said just a couple of days ago that if a doctor told him that he had a medical condition that he would consider, and then lo and behold, he gets COVID. Right? I mean, so like things are falling into place, and all the reporting from people who are around the president, including the Post, the Times, I mean, they're all reporting the same thing, that it seems like this weekend is going to be the weekend. As I said, likely not Saturday, maybe Saturday, but it's more likely Sunday, and it just is more likely to be that this is how it's going to be. So, and people who are saying in this comments that this is Trump winning, do you honestly think that
Biden has a better shot?
Bro, this is actually like really good news for the Democratic Party.
All of the polling suggests that other people beat Trump. And two, this will reinvigorate the Democratic Party. If they get a person of color, if they get a woman, if they get somebody younger, someone who's vibrant, do you think putting someone who can actually form coherent sentences up with Donald Trump, who can call his all of his lies and all of his bullshit, that's actually not going to invigorate the race? No. People right now, Democrats want Joe Biden to lead the race. Once you put somebody in there who's young, who's vibrant, who can actually articulate some kind of message, I guarantee you that we'll see polling that will come out showing that the race will either be tied or be like a slightly benefit, because we already have evidence that a Trump has a ceiling. Trump is only winning by 3 or 4 points.
And he has a ceiling, especially with the VP candidate he just picked.
Yeah. And so people need to realize that maybe this won't the Democrats not going to be winning by 10 points, but this will definitely reinvigorate the race, and it'll make it more likely that we will have a chance, given that we won't have any of the baggage about age and stuff.
Okay, everyone, if they drop the age for running, I will go to the convention. Everyone, I will go.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that that's the point, is that it's going to be chaos for a few weeks, but if the Democrats can get their shit together, they'll be able to have a strong ticket that will be able to compete with a old Trump and a very crazy vice president, especially if they pick a vice president that is more moderate or from a swing state. That will appeal very far, on the landscape. So I just think pay attention to this week, pay attention to Saturday and Sunday. I think that's going to be very historic because I do think Joe Biden, from all the reporting that I've seen, all of it from people in the Democratic.
If it's just me, if this does happen, I want to see what like Harry says. I want to see Harry's response.
Have you noticed, Harry? I love you, but Harry, he's been oddly silent on this reporting. Like this reporting has come out in the last 3 or 4 hours, and it's come out nonstop, and I've heard nothing about it. And it's because it's coming from people who are at the top of the top. It's coming from Nancy Pelosi, Adam Schiff, Barack Obama. It's coming from people even around Joe Biden. So the overall point is that we are the closest that we have ever been to this happening.
Oh, great. I'm so excited, bro. Let me tell you, like, every day when I host these
debates,
lives,
these debates are going to be great, man. They're going to be incredible.
I know, like, literally, like, every single day when I host these lives, like, I repeat this so often, that, like, yeah, Biden is old and incoherent, but we should still take him over the rapist. But imagine if we don't have an old man that's incoherent. We have...
It's just like, what's their argument, bro? What's their argument?
No argument.
Yeah.
Bro, they put
no,
Newsom,
they're just going to start
Bernie,
saying they're crazy
Kamala,
and, like, not be able to say why.
Yeah, so that's the point, is that... So again, pay attention to... I mean, Parker, you might... I mean, like, let's see... Especially not tomorrow, but especially Friday or Saturday and Sunday, you might have to go live like a little bit earlier, just in case. Like in case it's
I probably will.
Because on the East Coast, this is likely to hit the floor, you know, kind of late morning to early afternoonish. And then if Biden gives a speech, it's going to probably be prime time Sunday. So, you know, so that'll be important. So, I mean, as I said, this is all kind of in flux. But the current state of the race, the how it is currently, is that it is more likely than not than everything that Joe Biden by this weekend will drop out. We are the closest that we have ever been to that, because he cannot ignore really all of this. More and more days go by, more and more Democrats, including people like I said, Barack Obama, are saying it is time to come out, or time to drop out, and he just can't withstand the onslaught. And now that he has COVID, I think it's probably making him just see his mortality and the fact that he, is like, life, is short, and he needs to just, bow out gracefully and just go play golf, and everything, so like I think he's coming to that realization. And
I think his like the way he looks historically speaking will be better if he does.
Yes, I think historically speaking, because
if he loses to Trump, he's just going to be known as the guy that lost.
And we have reporting even that the speech that he's going to give, whenever it is, about him bowing out, is being crafted by John Meacham, who is a well-known a presidential historian who's a close friend to Joe Biden. So the speech is likely to be pretty good because he's having a historian crafted for him. And so basically all I'm saying is that he's putting in a thought to it. And so my guess is that behind the scenes, a lot of shit has happened, a lot of shit since last week, and that it is all going to come to fruition by this Sunday, probably. So
also, let's not forget how before his first term, he only said he was going to serve for one.
Yeah. So yeah, and that probably, I bet, Dean, that will be reflected in his speech. He'll probably say something about the fact that I'm bowing out. He probably won't mention the fact that he's old or anything. He'll probably mention the fact that my party has spoken. I said that I would be a transitional figure, and now I'm going to be that figure. And so that's likely to happen. He should have done it last year, but he's a stubborn man, and so I'm sad that it took so goddamn long. But now that it looks like this is going to be the weekend, then we at least can move forward with, having a pretty exciting convention, because this hasn't happened, I think, since, oh damn, when the last time this happened? I think an open convention, it may have been 1968 or something. I don't know. I mean, like, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since we had an open convention, and so it's going to be interesting to see who's vying for it, who's playing for the game, and anything. And
I'm really going for Newsom. I really like Gavin Newsom.
I mean, Newsom might run. I mean, there's a good chance that he might actually run. And I really if that's the case, then yeah, I mean, it's going to be. I mean, all the people who are going to be running, my guess, are going to be extremely young governors. It's going to be Newsom, Josh Shapiro, Gretchen Whitmer, Kamala Harris, the vice president. Maybe even you'll see a few like other governors. Maybe Andy Beshear from Kentucky, maybe J.B. Pritzker from Illinois. I mean, basically people are going to be putting their hat in to see how much support they can get, but they're all going to be under the age of like 60. Like I just guarantee you. So that's how it's going to be. So stay appealed to the news because things can drop at any moment, and my guess is that we'll hear a lot tomorrow and Saturday. So, all right,
Sure.
that's it.
All right, I'll see you, Matt. Thank you, man.
Yep, thanks. Bye.
Yeah, can we get some W's from Matt in the comment section, everyone?
Thank you for that.
That's some crazy news, everyone. I can't wait for that.
Hello, Barrett. How old are you?
Hey, Barrett, how old are you?
Oh,
they left.
Barrett.
All right, let's get the next person up. We're still age restricted, by the way. So
That's
I don't
crazy.
Know. I don't know how we haven't lost. That tells me that like the algorithm was been cooked before on this account. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, guys.
Yeah, dude, have you ever seen this happen, like with an age restriction?
Yeah, one time it happened to me. I got an age restriction and I actually shot up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hello?
I'm gonna cry, Chad. All right, everyone. If you comment in the comment section, maybe we'll start sending it out. Just that'd be great.
Yeah.
Tap in the screen. Just run it up to 1 million likes.
Mm-hmm. Andrew, how we doing? How old are you? You look old enough. Are you voting for Trump? Oh.
I appreciate everyone. Appreciate y'all. By the way, everyone, you can check out the new video I just posted on TikTok. I posted another rally clip. This one wasn't even in my video, so you probably haven't seen it.
How's it doing?
It's got 20,000 views right now. It's been a few hours.
Nice. What's up, Nate? How old are you, man?
I'm 18.
What year were you born in?
2006.
Mm-hmm.
What month?
I just don't believe him.
Yeah, me neither. He took a long time to answer that anyway. All right, let's get the next person up here, y'all. Thank you for the lemonade. Thank you so much, Corey. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
32.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Why so?
Nice mustache, bro.
I wanted to touch on the point on the border. Yeah, I heard you in another live. You were talking about how like jobs are getting more and more automated.
Can't hear you right now, Gregory.
Oh, okay. And that got me thinking, because a lot of the illegals, or the undocumented, I mean, who are making it in America are doing all the jobs that Americans don't want to do, like picking, oranges and stuff like that. And, the other day on TikTok, I saw a video of a drone.
So I wouldn't say it like that. This is what I would say it as. A lot of the jobs that are open for people to take who are undocumented immigrants are jobs in which wouldn't be given to other Americans because of minimum wage laws. Mitch, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
Okay. Minimum wage.
Yeah. Because they couldn't have given them that low of a salary in which it would have been profitable to engage in this particular type of work. Right, like employing them. Zid, thank you for the $1.11. And Mitch, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
Okay. And then my second point was about the E. Jean Carroll dress.
So E. Jean Carroll, and yes, what about?
Yeah, E. Jean, and like Trump, he's saying, "Oh well, I've never met this woman. I don't know who this lady is." Blah blah. And she has the dress with his DNA on it. And I was just thinking, like, let's say you know for a fact that you did not commit this crime, and this woman comes out of the blue with a dress and says she has your DNA on it. Like, I would find that very weird and sus. And I would not be, like, ready to give my DNA to prove that...
$10. Why would you find that sus? Why wouldn't you be like, that's obvious, I've never met her. How would she have my DNA?
And then also, I just want to put it out there. The DNA on the dress, right, was specifically verified to be male sperm. So it wasn't just, hair, fingernails, skin. It was sperm.
Okay. Yeah, like I've heard of this one. Have you guys ever heard of that doctor who like had intercourse with some lady, and then the lady grabbed the condom and impregnated herself?
But I thought you said that Trump had never met her.
Well, it could have been someone else who knew Trump, who had it against him, grabbed the condom out of the garbage. And yeah, man, like that world is crazy.
Well, then why did Kelsey? I appreciate the $5. Thank you so much. Why did Stormy Daniels, right, testify that he didn't like the usage of condoms? Kelsey, think of the $5. Thank you.
All right. Also, not to mention the fact that the sperm was also from the 90s. So this would have been a pretty long
Good
plot.
point. But what'd you say, Parker, about Stormy Daniels? Could you say that again?
She testified that he didn't like the use. That he said he didn't like to use condoms.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, well, you know, it's all speculative at that point, you know. But
so in the same way that you say maybe it is this, well, couldn't you say maybe he did it?
yeah, possibly. I mean, she did come out of the blue and say that he did this, so there's a good chance. Yeah, I'd agree. But I'm just saying for myself, like, if I knew for sure that I like didn't do anything to anybody, and then this random lady comes out like, I even have your DNA on a dress, I'd be stressed out. I'd be like, dude, maybe she got my DNA, and this is gonna incriminate my ass. You know?
Yeah. So yeah, if you think that you're gonna be incriminated, probably did it.
True. But it's a wild world out there. A lot of liars, and you know, when people hate each other, there's no limits to what
We
they're
have
ready
better
to do.
reason to believe that Trump is the liar.
All right. Yo, Parker, I'm
Agreed.
gonna drop to go live. Thank you for letting me up, man.
Appreciate it.
Okay, I'm gonna drop too. Thanks for letting me up.
For sure.
Bye.
All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Appreciate the paper crane. Thank you, Abby. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Trump's better.
A fetus, bro. A literal fetus. Unbelievable. All right, let's get the next person up here. If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now and we will bring you up. If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now and we'll bring you up. All right, you what's up? How old are you?
No way.
All right, you what's up? How old are you? You have echo. Can you fix that? All right, you what's up? How Yo, Kit, can you fix your echo? And then unmute when you're ready. Otherwise, I'll just get another person. What does MAGA make America great again? Are you voting for Trump?
Unfortunately.
Why so?
I think it's undeniable that his relation with Putin was very strong. And I don't know if you know the author Annie Jacobson. So she wrote a book called Nuclear War Scenario, and it scared the shit out of me. And she was on a bunch of podcasts like Joe Rogan and Sean Ryan and all that. And yeah, I just feel like if it came down to nuclear war and it being a possibility, I would feel a lot safer under him.
Okay. All right. Well, do you think that that's likely to occur?
I think if the wrong buttons are pushed, then yeah, because are you familiar with the use them or lose them protocol?
No, I'm not.
So basically, our nuclear weapons haven't been updated really since the 80s. They're called ICBMs. And from the time
ballistic missiles.
Yeah, and from the time that the button is pushed to land is 6 minutes, anywhere in the world.
Okay.
There's no coming back from that. So relations, I feel,
there's mutually assured destruction. You know that, right? So again,
That's
there's not a
the
likely
use it or lose
chance.
it protocol.
So there's not a likely chance that this is going to happen because of mutually assured destruction. We've been at points throughout history where it's been significantly closer to nuclear war. It's not likely to occur right now. So people are fear-mongering you into believing this is going to happen, and you would rather someone who is delusional and is a raging lunatic than someone who's just an old man?
Well, see, the thing is that it has really nothing to do with Biden. It has everything to do with the handshaking of Donald Trump and Putin. See, I don't hate Biden. I don't hate the things he's done. I actually am a tradesman. You were talking about the infrastructure bill earlier, and I thought that was great. However, I was laid off because of that bill. Unfortunate, but it just is what it is.
What part of the bill laid you off?
Well, they funded a lot of like the nuclear power plants and stuff, which allowed them to upend their own workers, which in turn made me, someone who worked for a contractor, they stopped using the contractors as much. So,
okay. But it still overall created jobs. Do you agree with that?
I mean, I would say that it created jobs in other areas and took jobs away in some in other areas like mine. I wouldn't know the actual number, so I couldn't say whether or not overall it created jobs in my specific field.
I'm not saying in your specific field, I meant overall.
Well, I couldn't say overall.
Okay. I have a question. Do you care about the Constitution?
I do care about the Constitution.
Yeah, so if you care about the Constitution, you don't want it to be violated, correct? So you disagree with anyone that would want to violate it?
Yeah, I definitely disagree with that.
Okay, so did you know that Trump wants to put people in prison for a year for burning the American flag, which is the First Amendment, freedom of expression?
That's terrible. Unfortunately, you asked me why I'm voting for Trump, and I said the nuclear war thing scares the fucking shit out of me.
Yeah, but that's an unlikely thing to occur. So why would you base your reasoning on here on something that's extraordinarily unlikely?
Because just because Putin wouldn't start launching nuclear warheads doesn't mean that a similar fat lunatic wouldn't.
Fat? Why did you say fat?
Because Donald Trump is a fat lunatic, and so is Kim Jong-un.
Why is that a relevant thing?
I was just making a joke. Another fat lunatic.
It's a funny joke.
Okay.
Okay. He's just quiet, so I'm going to go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 22.
Are you voting for Trump?
Don't know.
Nice.
I'm not really.
You should not vote for Trump. All right, let's go on to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. We are just looking for some debates. Villain origin story? So real. All right, let's go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. All right, let's get this next individual up here. Getting like the weirdest conversations right now. All right. It's not accepting this individual. Let me try the next. Everyone, do give it a second, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, all right. If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now. I'll bring you up. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Are you voting Trump?
I am.
Why so?
I mean, we can start with a bunch of different things. Tax cuts, stronger military, educational freedom, peace in the Middle East. Well, more peace, obviously. There's wars going on since, the late 90s, early 2000s. The border crisis. I mean, whatever you'd like to talk about.
You go with what you'd like to start with.
We can talk about the border.
Go ahead.
Under Biden,
Actually,
I know
let's ask you
2020.
this question: do you think there's a border
Okay.
crisis right now?
I do.
Well, we have the same level of border crossings right now as we did at the end of Trump's administration. So did we have a border
That's
crisis then?
absolutely not true. In 2023, it set the record for the most encounters on the southern border. It's
I'm
the
talking
highest
right
ever
now.
recorded.
We had a 40% reduction in border crossings due to Biden's recent executive order. So I'm saying right now, you said right now we have a border crisis, but right now
Yes,
we
we
have the
do.
same level of border crossings as we did under Trump's administration at the very end. So that indicates that at the end of Trump's administration, there was a border crisis. But you don't believe that. So how could you indicate that there was a border crisis right now if it is the case that under Trump's administration, there was no border crisis?
Well, I know there wasn't a border crisis under Trump because there were record lows in every single year that he was president of, undocumented immigrants entering the country.
We're talking just border crossings overall. Again, it was the same rate. So if it was the same rate as now, is Biden setting records now?
I don't believe that's correct. I don't think that. I know he did make the cut, which I respect, and I think that's a good step in the right direction. But for people to say that it was the same level as Trump's, I don't believe that at all.
And what's your reason for not believing it?
It's just not true.
This is the title of the article that links to what the DHS had said. Again, it says daily crossings have fallen below 2,400. That's the lowest level since January 17, 2021, right before the president took office. Daniel, thank you for the $1. Oh, they just left. Okay. All right. Let's get the next person up. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
23.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yeah.
Why so?
Honestly, I just think he's a better person.
And why is he a better person?
Well, let me not say a better person. Let me say I just feel like Joe Biden is just like, you just watch him and he's not even like able to hold a conversation. It's like we're trusting this guy to like lead us forward.
Would you vote for Kamala Harris?
I don't know. I'd have to do research into her and see what
she's younger. She supports the same policy as Joe Biden.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm just saying like Joe Biden. I'm saying more of like Joe.
Did you know that Joe Biden's likely to step out of the race by Saturday or Sunday?
Nah, I've been working, brother.
Yeah, it just recently came out. Don't worry. I'm just telling you.
But all right, bro.
All right. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you will be voting for Trump in 2024. All right, y'all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 63.
Are you voting Trump?
Of course I'm voting for Trump.
And why?
Because he's the man for our country. And I think you're just a little weasel.
How am I a weasel?
Because you are. And I would love to have you in a room for about 2 minutes.
Push the box up. Thank you so much. Why?
So, you figured that one out.
No, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. What is that supposed to mean? Why would you want me in a room for 2 minutes? Do you want
Because you wouldn't walk out of it. You wouldn't walk out of it.
Finn, thank you for the fireworks. Thank you so much. I wouldn't walk out of it. Is that a threat?
No, it's a promise.
Chris, appreciate the $1. Thank you so much. Okay, so would you? Okay, if that's a promise, that's literally a threat. That definitely is. He just ran away. Interesting. That's crazy. All right, we're gonna go to the next person. Only send a guest request if you will vote for Trump in 2024, y'all. And they're like mad at Democrats. That's crazy. They're like, they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have come after him. Dude, unbelievable. They're so hypocritical. It's crazy. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
Are you voting for Trump?
I am.
Why so?
So, my theory on this is like, I don't support Trump nor Biden either way. All right. So, my theory on this is like, okay, what is going to personally help the country grow in the best way of helping like my life in the best way as well. I don't care for either one of them. I honestly believe that both of them are ridiculous and probably too old to be running still. I don't think most people should be able to run that they are running. Like,
okay. So I have a question. Would you vote for Kamala Harris over Donald Trump?
I actually would not. I would not.
Okay, so it doesn't seem to care about the age.
Well, so for me, the Democratic view, in my opinion, like certain parts of it, I don't necessarily agree with. Like, I agree with like letting people have their choice, but also I believe that certain choices should not also be people's choices to do. Like, and I'm not saying Trump's perfect in any way.
That was very vague. What are you referencing in specific?
So for me, I guess I'm more religious of anything. So this is why I'm like more, I wouldn't say I'm Republican. I wouldn't say I'm Democratic. I would say I'm more of a conservative on this. But based off of what I see is like the freedom of choice is a good thing, but also you got to remember you can't be destroying what's here.
Can you be specific with what you're referencing?
Take out monuments or pushing on.
What types of monuments?
The statues. People
Which
took out
statues?
the one that represented slavery when we passed that monument.
So people took down monuments that represent slave owners.
No,
You're mad at that?
They took monuments down that represented that we moved forward from that. We were no longer in that situation. So like to show
No,
that
the statues are commemorating slave owners.
Actually, if you look at the history of them, a lot of them were based off of like we passed that moment. Also, another thing for me is
what? No.
Another thing for me is I don't agree with that. You should be able to push your views on stuff. So like the whole thing with the Pride Month and everything like that.
Wait, are you like anti-abortion? Like you think it should be illegal?
So I believe that it should be legal, but illegal in certain aspects, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you don't want to force your opinions on other people, but it should be illegal to get access to an abortion.
For certain reasons, I believe that in certain reasons it should be.
Yeah, that sounds so consistent.
Well, if you're choosing to sleep around, right, and you get pregnant, and it's just due to the fact that you sleeping around, and there's no life-threatening situations to you or anything like that, it's just from your own will of sleeping with people.
Yeah, but that's you forcing your will on other people, right?
No, actually, it's you not being a fucking adult. That's what it is. Like you're not.
No,
being
that's
an
you
adult.
forcing your will. You think it's wrong, so you're telling other people they shouldn't do it, and that they actually can't do it based upon the state. That's you enforcing your feelings and opinions on other people.
Okay, and say you have an abortion, right? What is that doing to the unborn child? That's you forcing your opinion that you're killing him now because
they weren't making a claim that I think it's wrong to force opinions. Right? Yeah, I don't think it's wrong for someone to get access to an abortion before the fetus is sentient. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I could see why you would say that. I believe, but my thing is,
you care about like single cell organisms? You think a zygote's a person?
I believe that everyone should have a chance. So if you're choosing to bring,
Jared, I'm asking you a question. Is a zygote a person?
I'm not a scientist, so I couldn't fucking tell you what the basic is.
It's a life at conception.
So if it is a
life at conception, is that?
If it's a form of a living thing, then it would be considered a person, no matter how early on it is.
Okay. So again, my point would be, as it relates to this, you think a single cell organism is a person?
Is it living? That's what I'm asking.
It is a living cell, single cell.
You go. It sucks. Yeah, it's not much of a person.
I don't care about cellular life. I care about sentient life.
I'm just saying, it's not much of a person, but it is still a person. No matter how much is there, it is a person, whether they're grown fully or not. That is a person still being made, or in the beginning, it is still a person.
Being made or is a person?
It is a person, and it is in the beginning of that person being still, I guess, created into a fuller person, I guess. I don't know how to explain.
Did you know sperm is alive?
It is, yeah.
Are sperm people?
I mean, technically they're unborn babies, so yeah. Masturbation's wrong. So
you think that's genocide? Masturbation?
I mean, if you want to take
should you go to jail for masturbation?
I mean, I'm not saying you should go to jail for abortions either. I'm just saying it's just wrong.
Wait, but you were saying that earlier.
No, I didn't say you should go to jail. I say I don't believe in it. That's my personal belief. I don't believe abortion's okay. I never said I agreed with.
No, you said it should be illegal.
No, I said you shouldn't be able to go abort anybody you want.
That's called it should be illegal in certain scenarios.
Yeah, certain scenarios it should
yeah,
be.
so that's you enforcing your will on other people. Now I'm asking you a question: Is ejaculation murder? Genocide, actually.
Well,
there's millions of people apparently.
See, all you're doing is cross-referencing shit to make yourself feel better about it. I'm just saying what
I'm just giving you other examples that make you look dumb.
If that's what you think, but
No, that's what I know.
It's not what you know.
It is.
But I'm just saying, like, based off of like your religious aspect, masturbation is wrong. Yeah, you're right.
Are you religious?
I am religious.
Okay, well, so God commands you in 1 Samuel 15:3, commands Saul and his men to slaughter the Amalekites. Now put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. So he doesn't care about those lives, but apparently cares about the fucking sperm.
You need to look at it as the way of why that person's being.
Why those infants and children got slaughtered. You got to think about why.
No, you got to look at the way of the country, right? So you got to look at the way of what that. So God killed those people, right? What was going on there that caused that to happen, right?
The slaughtering of babies?
I mean, I'm not saying
so
that
God commanding the slaughtering of babies was good?
I'm not saying we're all going to see it as the way that.
I'm just asking you the question, Jared. God commanding the slaughter of babies, is that good?
Did in the Bible, did it say kill
1
all
Samuel
the babies?
15:3, it says, now put to death men and women, children and infants, cattle and sheep, camels and donkeys. Children and infants.
Did it say kill
the 5th graders, the 4th graders, the 3rd graders, the kindergartners, the 1st graders, and we're even going to get the preschoolers. We're looking for them too. With the newborns, you can't hide them either.
And have you looked into why that was commanded?
Yeah, because he doesn't like the Amalekites.
Did you look into
Amalekite bad?
Did you look into why? Right?
Amalekite bad.
So I'm just saying, like, so if you're sitting there, right? You say you created this earth, right? We'll say that if you were to create this earth, right? And there's people that are purposely going against you and trying to do something, and it could cause a bigger harm than good to kill them, and it could cause more good than evil. What would you do, right?
Say that one more time.
If you were God, right, and there are a group of people that are going against you, okay?
Why does God have to kill the infants?
It's due to the fact of, well, being raised in a certain way, okay, right? So that's the children, and right, they're raised and they're taught in a certain way, so therefore you grow that issue.
But we're talking infants that haven't been taught yet.
Yep. Depending on, I don't know the populations of back then and stuff like that. You kill an infant's family, what's going to keep them alive?
They can teleport them to a different point in history. God can teleport them to a family that would take care of them. God has literally all knowledge, all power, and he's all good, right? So he would care to do so.
I mean, I'm not saying that you're wrong on necessarily all that, but also he could, teleport that. But if you look into it, actually look into the Bible, right? God does not directly interfere with us. He does not directly make us or directly move people. He comes to people in a vision in a type of way to have certain things happen, but he will not directly step foot on the earth to make shit go on. Right?
So, again, right? God can do anything, but can't do it in this scenario?
I didn't say he couldn't. Well, first off, I'm not God. There's definitely a bigger...
Thank you for the $5. Thank you, T.
There's definitely a bigger reason to it, but I couldn't tell you what it is. I am not God, so I could not tell you what it is.
Yeah, there's a bigger reason to killing those infants that makes it good?
Well, I mean, if God wanted the will to be done, then that will be done.
Okay. Yeah, so again, it's good to kill those infants, but you think it's wrong to masturbate.
Yeah, it's actually wrong to kill really anybody.
Wrong to kill those sperm. Those sperm, it's wrong. So wrong, so very wrong.
See, you just like to twist the shit and make it like, oh, well, you're religious. Well, let's take this one. If you go back into I'm taking you're a Joe Biden supporter, right?
I would vote for Joe Biden over Donald Trump.
Why? Why would you vote?
Because he hasn't been legally responsible for sexual abuse, defamation, fraud. He doesn't have 34 felonies. He hasn't been undermining the American democracy for the past few years with no sufficient evidence to indicate that he won.
Okay, so with Trump being considered a felon and all that stuff, right? Do you believe that Trump was accurately accused of that?
Yeah.
So if you look into it, the way that that jury was ran is if it was said that if you feel that there's some illegals going on, let us know and he's found guilty, right? I feel like that's the wrong way of doing
It's
it.
beyond a reasonable doubt in a criminal court.
Okay, and if you
And a
see
unanimous
some-
decision by a jury.
yeah, if you see something illegal going on, then he's guilty for all of them. I do believe
No,
that
they had sufficient evidence and beyond a reasonable doubt they determined him to be guilty. You won't accept anything, will you?
I do believe that, well, all politics are evil. And I will say that I do believe that all politics are evil. But the reason that I am voting for Trump is just due to the fact that what is going to help the country grow in a way, right?
DB, thank you so much for the dinosaur. Thank you so much, DB.
Trump had, outside resources paying us billions, right? He had everybody paying us billions to be on our good side. Get Joe Biden in there. Now we're paying billions to people. We are getting into wars that we shouldn't be in.
You understand that we just reallocated military funds, and actually, if we want to relate to the military funds, we've been spending money on countries around the world, on geopolitical interests around the world for decades. Trump literally put out an $850 billion spending bill as it relates to the military. We could cut our military budget in half, have the biggest military in the world by over $100 billion a year. We could bring that money back home to take care of people. Okay.
But
so if you truly did want to take care of people with that money, well, then you wouldn't be in support of such a bloated military budget. That would have been that way either way. We sent $107 billion to the Ukrainian government. Okay, $107 billion. That's 1/7 of our military budget. 1/8. I mean.
So I'm just saying, but who was having the countries around us pay us money? Because it ain't Joe Biden, because we are now sending more of our resources outside, right? More of our resources are being sent outside. Plus,
that's not true. So more of our resources are you seeing more resources that sent outside than brought in?
So
than used in inside?
We are sending out more money as America now than we were when Trump was, right? I don't know exact number.
Talking in terms of foreign aid. Well, foreign aid is such a small percentage of our budget.
I'm talking about we're sending out like military money, everything. All of our money is being sent elsewhere. Also, another
it's not
thing,
being sent elsewhere. That's a small portion of our military budget.
Also, another thing is Trump pulled people outside of
Tristan, how old are you?
I am 24. How you doing, Parker? I've watched you
Good.
for a while.
Good. Yeah, so can you name me a policy that Donald Trump influenced to get past that benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich people?
What?
Hang on just a moment. So
either one can answer.
Hey, no, this is the problem with your debate wars here, though. You get people on here, and then you're educated in one opinion, so you pull up one opinion that you know other people are undereducated on, just for views. That's all you do.
Well, I brought you up to ask you the question, and you can't answer the question. So are you undereducated? Well, then maybe you watching the lives would be beneficial.
Maybe you could restate the question for me.
Yeah, can you name one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich people?
Oh shit!
You're out of the app. I can't hear you.
I got a question for you though. When you get a chance, once you get a chance, I got a question for you.
Okay. You got anything, Tristan?
To benefit the middle class is what you're saying.
Benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich people.
How do any of his policies benefit rich people?
Are you going to answer the question, or I can answer your question if you want me to, but you can just say that you don't.
Also, hold on. Trump. So
hold up, Jared. I want to hear him say he has no answer.
You're just. Oh my gosh, this is actually funny.
Wait, Tristan. I just talked to people that don't know. Maybe that's why I have you up on the panel right now. That's crazy.
But that's my exact point, though. You're doing this for views.
Yeah, I talked to you just for views. Exactly. That's the whole point.
Even the fact that
actually, I mean, the point is to get people in here to then have conversations that then can get people to go out and vote and do good things. Obviously, I want people in here.
But
it's to keep a civil conversation, to show like opinions on both sides. I mean, it educates him, but it educates us as well. It's a both side conversation.
And also, Tristan, did you know that I've had a platform before I even talked about Trump?
I did. Yes, I followed. Like I said, I followed you for a while.
So then I'm not using this for views. This currently is just something that I'm talking about.
No, but what you do is you specifically pull up a topic that you debate over just to pull views. That's all you do. You're just a debate war person. You like
Obviously,
beating up on
I wouldn't
undereducated
do a
people in
topic if I
specific
didn't get
debates.
views because I'm running a debate platform and I want to influence society.
Yeah, but it's all. This is not influencing society in a positive way. How can
It is.
you do what you do influences society in a positive way?
Education, critical thinking. We get people to come together, have conversations, and try to move on. You know how many people have changed their minds, changed their perspectives on engaging with other people in terms of conversations because of these types of conversations in the first place?
I think that's false.
What's false about it?
You definitely just do this just for clout, just for views. That's all you do this for.
Then how come I've been doing it for years, even before I had any money or even before I had any views?
That has.
I used to get 5 people in my live. Why was I doing it then?
Exactly, to get to the point to where you're at now. Now you're just
Kelly, I think it was
you're drawing
$5.
more and more views.
You think that was likely? You think it was likely with getting 5 viewers to get 4,000 people in a live? You think I had the idea that was going to happen when there was no platform on TikTok where people made money? When I started doing TikTok, there was no one on this app that was making money doing this specifically. Literally
so
no
let me
one.
ask you this: are you making money on this?
Yes.
It's what he's doing. Like, he makes money off of it. Now, you can't use TikTok as a reason to, like, I guess, go against him. Like, that just kind of makes no sense.
I mean, I could do so many other things as it relates to content if I want to get views. Why didn't I do those things? Why did I start doing this?
And also, like, this is just a topic that's really big in the world right now. It's a really big topic in the world. So he has his side, we have our sides. I mean, it's just a matter of talking. And if he's making money off of it, good for him. But it's also doesn't really bother us. It doesn't affect my life in no way.
In the sense that I'm making money off it, how is it any different than journalism?
I'm not saying that it's wrong. What I'm saying is that you specifically do this just to beat up on people. Like
I'm not doing this to beat up on people. I'm doing this because I want our society to critically think more, and that includes me, that includes you, that includes Jared. Everyone in this live, I want them to critically think. I want them to look for evidence, right? I want them to engage with the other side, so it's not just echo chambers that exist. Tristan, you're engaging with the other side right now. You're listening. You're being open-minded to the other side because of this platform.
Yeah,
existing.
why would I not be? Why would I not be engaging with the other side? I don't demonize the other side. I actually have viewpoints on both sides.
Tristan, that's exactly the point I'm showing, is that it humanizes the other side. It humanizes people. People hear that there are people open on your side of the aisle. Right? Isn't that good?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's always a good thing. I think more people should, view both sides as just, we're all just humans, we're all just living on the same planet.
Yeah, and in order to understand our differences and understand why we think the way that we do, we need to have conversations about it.
Yeah, of course. That's just part of the human experience, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, so again, like, I think you see what's beneficial from these conversations. You just don't want to say it because I disagree with you.
I don't even care that you disagree with me. I'm just saying, like,
all right.
The whole point.
Can I answer a question real quick?
Go ahead, Jared.
So that question that you asked, like, right, how did he help us, I guess, the middle class over the rich class, right? So something that is said to be done is the tax cut. He did a tax cut. And also another thing is one of the first things he said when he gets back into office, he's going to take a certain, I can't remember the exact type of taxes off, but he's going to take it off. And
I'll explain all these things. So there's a few things with this bill that's really bad. His proposal for taxes are going to increase prices, and I'll explain to you in a minute. But as it relates to the tax cut, majority speaking, went to the rich people. It did not, majority speaking, go to the middle class. It added 1.9 trillion to the debt, and it also, according to a liberal and conservative economist from Harvard, only added 0.02% to the GDP. We could have spent $2 trillion of debt-related spending significantly better, right? Investing in healthcare, investing in education, investing in things that people need, rather than giving tax cuts to people who are rich, people who are already doing well off.
Why should
but
we
Biden wants to
invest in
keep all the tax
education?
cuts for people who make under $400,000, and he wants to increase taxes for people making over $400,000 a year, to expand things like the child tax credit to the 2021 version, to lower child poverty in the United States. Right? That's a good thing. The child tax credit, it's a really good thing.
Well, I'm not going to say you're wrong necessarily. Like, I'm not saying Joe Biden's wrong in everything, and I'm not saying Trump's right on everything. But I am voting for Trump due to the fact that his tax cut and plus price of living. The living prices of everything goes
You're
down.
not talking about his tax increases. He wants tariffs. He wants a 60 to 100% tariff on China, which is a predominant amount of goods in the economy, which is going to cause inflation. He also wants a 10% on every good coming into the country. Now that's inflationary. Tariffs are very inflationary. They cause price increase. So if you think inflation was already bad, if you think consumer prices have already gone up so much, if you think everything's so expensive, why would you want Donald Trump that's policy is going to increase the cost of things as it relates to tariffs? Not only is it going to do that, but cutting taxes will increase aggregate demand, which will also cause inflationary pressure. And then reducing our labor market by restricting immigration is also going to cause a reduction in supply increases. Therefore, that's going to put even more inflationary pressure. So Trump's plan is inflationary pressure, inflationary pressure, inflationary pressure. And you think he's a good candidate for the economy?
I actually do think he's a good candidate because he's not doing all this stuff. Like, so another thing, right? Because we're on the sources of like resources and stuff like that, right? The pipelines that have been shut down and stuff like that that Trump was building, what did those do for us? That made it to where we could get our own
which
stuff.
pipeline?
I think it was in Montana. There was one real big one in Montana that was shut down. That was making the U.S. money, right? So when all the pipelines got shut, when pipelines got shut down, what happened? That made it to where now we're getting our resources from like outside of the U.S., right? Which we have always done that, and I know that, but we are relying on the outer people for more of our resources. Therefore, when we're buying it from other countries and we're not doing it ourselves, what does it do to our resources? It now costs us more to get these resources than it did before.
It costed us more anyways. That's why it's going to other countries. So you instituting a tariff is only to prop up American business, even though it's cheaper in other countries.
I'm saying the fact that Joe Biden
increased cost of goods.
The fact that he cut our stuff down, he stopped pipelines, right? First thing he did when he got into office was stop a pipeline.
What pipeline?
Montana. I can't remember.
You're trying to talk about the XL? The XL was stopped by the courts, and he followed through the court order. Not only that, but it was never in effect, never impacting oil supply. Not only that, but it's also the case that we have the most production of oil right now than we've ever had in American history or of any country ever.
Another thing, I'm going to ask you a question. Where do you get your news sources from?
It depends on what we're referencing. If we're referencing just mainstream media, news, things like that, I prefer things like AP News.
So I don't care where you go. All news sources are going to have their own opinions on stuff. You can look at one news source, but look at another one about the same topic. If they're Republican, they're going to Republican side of it. When they're Democrat, they're going to be Democrat side of it. You can't rely on the news to tell you the truth. That's the issue. You have to look at the world around you to see how it's going, right? When Trump was in office, what was going on? When Trump was in office, everything was lower in price. Everyone was doing better.
How did he cause lower prices?
I was like fucking 14 when he got into office, or 16 when he got into office, or 16 when he got out of office.
So how did he cause prices?
What do you mean, how did he cause prices?
How did he cause prices to go up?
How did he cause, or how Joe Biden caused?
How did Joe Biden cause prices to go up? Because I just explained to you how Donald Trump's proposals cause inflationary pressure.
When you're buying more from external places, right? You're gonna make you want to make something off of that more, right? When you're buying more. So when you're buying more from outside the U.S.,
Jared,
you have to raise the prices.
Jared, we were buying a lot from outside the U.S. before.
Yes, but when you're shutting down more in the U.S. and buying even more from outside, you have to add it on, so we're still making the money back in America, which causes.
What you're not understanding is that money that we're making in America takes away from consumers in America. Not only does it take away from consumers in America, but then American businesses have products that are less valuable on the global market because they will put tariffs on us. We put tariffs on them, they put tariffs on us, which isolates us more from the global economy, which reduces the efficiency of trade. It's bad. It's not a good thing to engage in tariffs. I'm very anti-tariffs.
I'm very anti on a lot of things, but yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know much about the tariff shit.
Yeah, they have a high proportion of being passed down to the consumer. So it's an inflationary tax. When in typical, taxes are supposed to be deflationary, not inflationary. right? Like if you put a tax on income, that's going to decrease how much money someone has, therefore decreasing demand, which would therefore, if the supply stays the same, decrease price.
Okay, so I got a question for you. Why is it when Joe Biden got into office, everything skyrocketed up in price?
It was a trend that has happened around the world. In Europe, it's happened in Asia, it's happened in Africa, it's happened in South America. Everywhere around the world experienced inflation.
So why is it when Trump was in office originally it dropped down so much? Why is
inflation was low around the world at the time? Inflation has gone up around the world. So you blame Trump, right, or blame Biden for a global for a global inflation, but you do not blame Trump for a global pandemic.
Okay, let's go back a little bit further. When Obama was in office, why did it go up?
It was actually lower in 2016 under Obama's administration comparative to Trump's administration. The average was 187 at the lowest for the United States under Obama's administration, whereas under Trump, even when it went under COVID, 193 was the lowest. You can find that from the Energy Information Administration. Look up U.S. gas prices.
All right, and then you say, I heard the dude before me talk about the border, right? What's your opinion on the border?
What about it?
So why, or how, I guess, why did Biden's, when Biden first got in office, why did the numbers of border crossings skyrocket so much for those first 3 years?
Yeah, again, this is just another correlation causation fallacy. It is the case that under Biden's administration, we had similar policies to what we had under Obama's administration, yet there were less people that came under Obama's administration comparative to Biden's administration. So that indicates to us specifically that it's more likely to be the explanation that it's something external like inflation, COVID, political instability worldwide, rather than it being specifically the President of the United States, i.e. Joe Biden. Okay, because again, the same policy that we had under Obama's administration did not yield the same amount of people coming.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna get. So okay, what do you say about the documents that were? I don't know the whole story on them, but supposedly said that Joe Biden had documents that were not supposed to be out that were out at one point in time. What do you say about that?
Yeah, so not only did the classified documents case get dropped specifically with Trump, but Joe Biden didn't demonstrate willful intent to retain. Right, the same reason that Mike Pence also had documents but wasn't charged because he didn't demonstrate willful intent to retain. Trump specifically demonstrated willful intent to retain because he told people to move the documents. He showed people, we have them on audio recording, showing them to a person because he liked them, saying that he would declassify them if he could have, acknowledging that again it wasn't declassified. So like we literally have proof that Donald Trump has willfully retained classified documents.
So who is it that has the proof and who does not have the proof of Biden, right? What is the proof that Biden did not have the willful intent to retain? What is the proof that he didn't?
No, there's just not good evidence substantiating that he had a willful intent because he specifically, whenever he found it, identified authorities immediately and told them where they could find it. It also looked like they haven't been touched in decades. He's a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory associated with those particular events back then. That's what they specifically indicated a jury might say, because it is the case that he in specific would typically deal with these documents. So it's likely that he would not remember these things because he always deals with it.
So he forgot about the documents. He forgot about important documents, not just any documents, very important classified documents. Right? That's what you're saying?
I don't know the level of importance of them, but they were classified documents, yes.
If they're classified, they're important, right?
Sure.
I'm just saying, if the average Joe Smo person's not supposed to know what these documents say because there's something related to the government, they're probably important, right? Probably something we don't want going around.
Sure, I'm okay with accepting that.
How is it that we are supposed to, I guess, want somebody to be in office that is forgetting, I guess, important documents? Now, I'm not saying what Trump did was any better.
Mike Pence.
At least he remembered he tried taking
Trump also apparently did, if under your view.
What?
Trump apparently did under your view as well.
I'm not saying Trump is any better, and I'm not saying what he did was correct. Like he might have been trying to do it for the wrong reason. But I'm just saying, I mean, clearly he didn't forget about the documents. So if you're going to forget where the documents are, I do believe that when it comes down to it, that you should have someone younger in age running for.
Yeah, so Biden's likely to drop out by Saturday or Sunday.
I remember
there's going to be someone that's younger. So there's going to be a young Democrat versus
And I don't know
Trump.
I don't know much about like how you can say she's going to run it just like Biden did, right? But you can't know that for sure until you hear her actual opinions on there and what she actually says. If there's not like, because she's right now.
We'll wait for the debates.
Yeah. But another thing, I have a question for you, right? Hey, what is your opinion on the president sending troops into a war?
I'm typically against it.
So with Joe Biden sending troops back into, I think it was Afghanistan, I'm pretty sure it was, when Trump got out of office, what was your opinion on that?
They pulled out of Afghanistan according to Trump's plan.
Trump pulled them out, yes, but they were sent back in.
So Trump set up the agreement, and then under Biden's administration, they left.
But it was botched.
Well, again, that was the plan that was set up in the very first place. So that would have happened regardless of Trump or Biden. That's my thoughts.
Yeah, it's hard to say though.
when that whole thing was, I guess, set there, right? Hey, who was in office to make the agreements on that? Do you believe that if Biden was in office, he would be able to come to the same agreements of pulling people out of war then that Trump did?
Yeah, I think that he would have set similar agreements to pull out. But again, I'm not quite sure.
How much has Joe Biden taken from our troops? How many wars have we been taken out of since Joe Biden has been in? Like, how many troops? Like,
I wouldn't know.
So Biden actually hasn't pulled any troops out of anywhere. If anything, he's put more troops in than pulling them out.
I think they're both. I think they're both warmongers.
I do believe that both of them are warmongers and probably going to cause more war than anything. I do believe that both of them are.
Biden's the one withholding certain weapons to Israel, whereas Trump wouldn't.
So when Trump pulled people out of
certain
Afghanistan,
weapons are responsible for more civilian deaths.
When Trump pulled certain soldiers out of Afghanistan, right? Everything was taken with it. When Biden had pulled some out, a lot of our military stuff was left behind, which is now being used against the U.S. with Biden being the one in control. So what is your opinion on that?
Say that one more time, sorry.
So Trump, when he pulled people out, right, most of the U.S. military equipment was taken with him. But when Biden had taken and then left an area, there was a lot of the U.S. equipment left behind.
Are you talking about Afghanistan?
I'm pretty sure it was Afghanistan. A lot of the U.S.
So Afghanistan, we didn't. So we gifted the U.S. Afghan army, not the U.S. The Afghan military, like weapons, so they could defend themselves, and like equipment, so they could defend themselves. But everything that was U.S. owned at that time, they either destroyed on site or took back. That's what the military indicated.
Why is it being said that the U.S. equipment is still being used against the U.S. itself in the wrong way?
You didn't listen. The Taliban specifically did take over certain U.S. things that were previously owned by the U.S., but they were not currently owned by the U.S. It was gifted to the Afghan military to defend themselves.
Okay. Do you believe that gifting our U.S. Army's, I guess, equipment is a proper thing to do?
That's what you would expect for them to do in that particular scenario. That's what was going to happen, because otherwise they wouldn't have been able to defend themselves. But no one knew that they were going to they were going to lose that quickly.
So when it comes to war, do you believe that we should be in the wars that we are in?
No. Typical. The only thing that I would say that we have reason right now to continue engaging with, I would say, is Ukraine. The only reason because of the Budapest Memorandum.
I would actually say we don't have the right to really get into any wars, even Ukraine. That's not our war.
We signed an agreement.
And we have a treaty with
for denuclearization.
And we have a treaty with how many of the other ones? So,
with who?
Okay, so we're on good terms with Russia, right? Is it a good idea to get into?
I don't think we're on good terms with Russia.
we were on good terms with Russia until Biden got in.
We were basically in a Cold War with them. They annexed Crimea in 2014. You're just delusional.
But I'm just saying, we were actually at a decent state and place with all surrounding places. Is like not perfect, obviously not perfect.
No, NATO's whole reason why it exists is to defend Europe from Russia. That's literally the whole reason NATO exists.
Defend Europe from Russia.
Yes.
Okay, I'm not saying that that's not. I don't know how that's really relevant of why U.S. is into that. Like, why is U.S.
We're
getting
so
into
buddies with Russia. Why would it be the case that we have an entire organization built to like defend Europe from them?
Is it directly America that is in that?
Yes, NATO.
That is all just America.
It's the U.S. mainly, and then European countries. It's to defend Europe.
And how is it that there was no issue with that until Biden got into office? Because
There was an issue. There was an annexation of Crimea.
There is
Dude,
so
what are
many
you talking
things.
about?
There are so many things that are talking about why Russia all of a sudden become into a big war with Ukraine. And there's multiple ways of it, but the main one is to take out nuclear or to take out specific plants that were put in there by Obama administration and that were fired up when Joe got into the office, right? Have you heard that theory before?
You're saying bioweapons?
No, not bioweapons, or yeah, I guess bioweapons or
Yeah,
disease
that's
or whatever.
a conspiracy theory.
If there's proof on there, how is it a conspiracy?
What proof?
I'd have to go look at the thing I looked at, but I can't remember. It was fucking.
Wait, are you the Pacifically guy?
What? The what?
Nothing. Never mind.
I have to go look at the, I guess, thing again because I haven't looked at it in years or a year or so. But I'm just saying there's proof that each city that was hit the hardest, right, had a building or a facility that was owned by the U.S. that was in charge of making certain things, right? Why is it those cities were hit the hardest over any other place?
I don't even know what you're referencing.
Every city, there was 11 cities in there that had these plants that were U.S. owned plants that were shut down when Trump was
Can you just give me a source, Jared?
I'd have to go look at the source that I looked at, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
Go for it. All right. Tristan, you got anything you want to say?
My bad, Parker. I'm back. Let me see. What do you think about like large corporations being or corporate executives are majorly Democrats? Why? What do you have to say about that? And statistically, the majority of counties in the United States that are the richest are also Democrats.
Wait, can you give me a source for the corporate executives?
Let's see, Jeff Bezos, huge
No, a
Democrat.
source. Like I'm saying like not just like one individual, because I can say Elon Musk. No, I'm asking.
Yeah,
specifically,
you could say Elon Musk easily.
Yeah,
but
I'm asking not just one specific individual. I'm asking for like, do you have a source that indicates that like it's most likely?
I don't understand why I would have to source that when it's, I mean, obviously an obvious statement. Jeff Bezos is a large Democrat. And you see, owner of PayPal, large Democrat. Owner of eBay, large Democrat.
I understand you're just going to mention a few people. I can mention a few people that are voting Trump who are also in corporate America. So that's not like a good argument. So like I don't see the reason. There's corporate America on both sides.
Well,
now I'm a
your
progressive
whole
Democrat,
idea-
and I don't think corporate America would very much like that.
Your whole idea is that Trump is trying to protect the ultra rich, right?
Yes,
How would you say he's trying to protect the ultra rich?
giving them tax
Instead
breaks,
over the middle class.
like massive tax
But-
breaks for the
But
for
do
the
you not
rich.
do you not believe that the money
add to
that
the
they
deficit.
get? Do you not believe that the money trickles down? Do you not believe in the trickle
No,
down
I think
effect?
trickle-down economics doesn't lead to wages increasing with productivity. Since the 1980s, it has been the case that we have not seen wages increasing with productivity when they prior did.
So, what would you favor? I imagine socialism.
No, social democracy, like what they have in like the Nordic countries. They specifically actually have freer markets than we have in the United States, according to the Economic Freedom Index. They have more rights as it relates to human freedom. They rank better on the Human Freedom Index. They also have more social mobility, right? They have broader access to healthcare, education, housing, childcare, right? Things that people need. Can you define socialism for me, Tristan?
That's funny that you put me on the spot to define specific things, but when you said healthcare,
Yeah,
like
if
you're
you want to
talking about
answer it, you
universal.
can.
You're talking about
Otherwise, I'm just
universal
going to go join
healthcare.
Dean's Live. So, what's your answer? Define socialism?
I mean, I wouldn't be able to have like a textbook definition, but I could probably get pretty close to it.
Go for it. Try your best. You muted. Chat, we are going to join Dean's Live because he has algorithm push. We don't here. It's very sadly. Are you searching it up? Think of the hand up. Think of the pinch face. All right. So I'm probably about to join Dean real quick. Got any last words?
Parker. I mean, it was not. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, I was glad I was able to talk to you. Maybe some other time. You know, I would really like to catch you on a better time. I'm actually on the clock at work right now too.
Oh, you're good.
Well, so.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming up, man.
All right.
All right. Let's go over to Dean. Everyone, look up. Hi, I'm Dean. Hi, I'm Dean. Spam Parker Raid. Spam love from Parker. Everyone. Hi, I'm Dean. All right. We're gonna be there in a second. Hi, I'm Dean. Spam Parker Raid. Spam love from Parker. Hi, I'm Dean. We're gonna show y'all right now. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, Cash App in the bio. You click on the link tree. That's the best place to support me, everyone. Hi, I'm Dean. Parker Raid, love from Parker. Hi, I'm Dean. Parker Raid, love from Parker, everyone. Everyone go there right now. Let's blow the live up right now. That's where I'm going to be right now. I'm not just raiding him. I'm also going to be there, everyone. That because he has algorithm push. I don't have it here for some reason. We've been age restricted for a while. But yeah, everyone go there right fucking now. Go there right now. Hi, I'm Dean. Spam Parker Raid, spam love from Parker. I'm going to be there in a second. Hi, I'm Dean. Spam it right now, everyone. Go, go, go. Please stay. I'm sorry, everyone. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. I want it to hit like 4.5K at least, man. All right, I'll see y'all there.